Sinos na Diamond FM Station El Mapuersa 95.5 Magic. Siyempre tali kami na cable mga bisinos. Tali kami na social media mga bisinos. Join us. Manghunto ka namon por medyo del Dios Teres mga opinion, reaksyon, suwestyon, include mga reklamo na mga asunto kaya ay diskuti kami. Talian mga numero flash na Dios Teres mga screens. Por eso tara na mga bisinos, mangkwento kita ki na programa Dateline Teleradyo junto con Pili Baboy.
How do you do today? Good morning all. Buenos días con todo con ustedes. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Pecha 13 kita. Ese día mga vecinos del mes agosto y como cosa también de mi compañero aquí. Otro también este largo viaje digamos hasta luego a las 10 del día junto con todo con ustedes. Of course, tali kami na GBPI TV 11 Free TV. Libre lang ese mga vecinos. Abri lang con el Dios Eres mga TV. Talia kami. Live kami na 95.5 Magic FM. Na Sky Cable, tali kami na Channel 34 in Mindanao Cable Channel 6. And of course, kumukosa habla si Al, na Facebook, tali kami. Mantay lang GBPI TV 11 Official or Dateline Teleradyo. In a YouTube, bien suena y bien claro, Mantay lang, GBPI TV 11. It's going to be another hectic day for all of us. Mucho tabi kita cosa que diskuti ese día mga vecinos, mga issue, mga asunto, lo que debe kita todo entender. Por eso, deja ustedes el oportunidad kanamon para ayuda a se entender con ustedes acerca de mga asunto que ta confronta kanato. Later on, we'll be joined by the distinguished gentleman from Pasalanca, Attorney Gian Paulo Enriquez. Y como siempre, ese día al el concentración gane na acerca na distribuida del SAP, no? Cheneki kanaton na mga schedule dia dale as to the distribution of SAP, no sa kita siya basta el schedule kaya dale el DSWD. Kaya entende kita, el distribuida ay prinsipya ya na Agosto 15. Okay? So, initially, permitido kumigo, base na initial lista, no? El mga barangay tiene wait listed o aquel bajo na wait listed que el recibí principiando na Agosto 15 amo el mga barangay mga siguiente, no? Ayala, Baliwasan, Baluno, Kabaluay, Kabatangan, Kalarian, Campo Islam, Canelar, Kawit, Gisaw, Kasanyangan, Lanzones, La Paz, Latuan, Lumayang, Lunsuran, Malagutay, Mampang, Mariki, Mercedes, Pamukutan, Pasonangka, Patalon, Salaan, San Jose Kawakawa, San Jose Gusu, San Roque, Sinubong, Sinunok, Santa Barbara, Santa Catalina, Santa Maria, Santo Niño, Talabaan, Talisayan, Talugsangay, Tolosa, Tulungatong, Tumaga, Vitali, Zambuud, Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Camino Nuevo, Lapacan, Lumbangan, Rio Hondo, y Tugbungan. SL, premier batch del mga kien ay premier batch o pecha 15, second batch ang mga siguro usted, no? Kay tablo pa ki, empezando August 15. Un poco confused kita con esta lista. No, kay el segundo grupo kita habla, el segundo lista que el recibí, el direct payout, principiando, este nga mga barangay mention na kita primero, aquel mga bisino siguro que recibí di ila mga kuan, di ila mga SAP through ATM, no? Aquel through digital means. Segundo lista que así kita pasa aquí, direct payout a kita habla, no? Empezando Agosto 13, empezando este día para 14, amo el mga barrio de Calabasa, Curuan, Dita, Labuan, Licomo, Lubigan, Sibulaw, Tagiti, Tiktapul, Tigbalabak, Victoria, Kinipo, Tiktamon, y Tumitos. Si tanong ta ustedes, amo el mga lejos mga barangay. Amo y hablas el mga DSWD, que aquel mga lejos mga barangay, ay andakat sila. Libakat sila kung alsen. Kaya no yung mga access ng mga ATM, no? Aquel mga premier grupo yan, Leo, aquel lang kita kina pueblo, aquel cerca lang kina pueblo, ityan yung mga access ng mga ATM machines.
Alright.
Kaya mo kel konsentrasyon, el distribuida del second wave del Social Amelioration Program o SAP.
Of course, mga bisinos, debe asigura el DSWD, si direct payout, kaya sir, talisin ng barangay, mantumpukan ng mga gente.
Amo.
O pulisya sila manera para asigura hindi mantumpukan ng mga gente igual permero, mga bisinos, del first wave del SAP, donde tumpukan ng mga gymnasium del mga barangay, el mga gente, mga bisinos, que tormento ya para kontrola.
Oh, di sita siguro sila kaya puwerte pa magayot diato na abiso kanila a cercal pedido del gobierno para observa estrictamente con el protocolo. Uno yung hanali, el mass gathering, no? So, disisita, observa katese estrictamente. Dialo lang, yabla el DSWD que si tiene man de aquellos mga los demás aquí confused na schedule, hindi pa bien na continuo pa sila ayud plancha con no? Para na mga días que viene. Kaya naman tutis todo, pwede dayon como este grupo o cuanto barangay recibir na ATM. Si todo, te anda na ATM, na todo el ATM ay llena. Hindi, no hay gani que menciona si manada klase de ATM ba o uno lang, no? Mahalo gayot.
Si tabla mambuyong el gente con ese trabajo del DSWD. Hindi pa kali si final, anunsya ya con mga gente. Dali sila abiso ng mga gente, hindi pa mangali finals.
Cheneki, tapo dia anda. Tapo dia sila anda saka. Pero hindi ka to pwede ibita, chenelo de masablay, anday chucha, no ay paman. O da, mutabla sila, un poco pasyensya lang, no? Pero eventually, mga mention na kita barangay, kaya recibi ko ng dila centro ATM, true ATM ka to sa recibi. Y aquellos mga barangay lejos-lejos, direct payout gayot. Ay libakat ko ng TEDS LSEN, LDSWD, no?
So yung tabla mode of payments, there will be two modes of distribution of the SAP. Emergency cash subsidy as follows. Digital platforms, kaya di-share mga bisinos por medyo del mga kelkwarta padala. Lulier, Cebuana, Sungate, USSC, alright, SAL digital platforms, el direct payout through DSWD, SDO payments, mga bisinos. SAL, I don't know, on the time rally, Elia mentioned to ATM.
Akala tabla to through Palawan, through Lulier, kaya naman sila
karta. Na hindi sa
iba.
ATM, kwarta padala. El ATM, akal tachutya kita, kita card, tachutya kita ng mga kuan del banco.
Siyempre diba semprano tiempo yung anunsya LDSWD, siyempre mga los demás usa ATM.
I don't know, si kuan si DSWD, si Kosa man, debe ta include sila li para hindi amare el mga ente. Tapo nili ATM gayot, as in ATM gayot. Kosa ba si DSWD?
Digital payout. Digital payout. Under sila na category the digital payout.
Pero specific sila yun, na mention nali ATM. Era kaila po ni DSWD ATM ali para si Kosa man kita anunsya ki hindi amarya tamin mga gente. Kami kita anunsya lang mga bisinos ha. Si Chairman mali na anunsyo, hindi si Diamond mali siya del DSWD.
Sige. So espera kita mga bisinos ha. Aquel mga digital payout na mention na kami, prinsipyo aquel pecha 15, kaya this is Sabado. Pero aquel mga direct payout na sucede empezando este día, pecha 13, ay anday sila Diyos mga barangay LDSWD para distribuya. So el uno lang at ko sa asiguro aki chene second wave nung may ustedes pregunta pa kanamon kay por causa ta anunsya kami este mga tiempo. In fact ya kaya este subject del news de aton el Dateline Sambuanga. Okay? So another thing mga bisinos, chene nuevo advisory ya imbiyakan natin el Task Force COVID-19 donde asigun tiene también 18 aumento de COVID-19 cases el ya registra llevando con el total tally aquí en la ciudad de Zamboanga para na 770. El aktibo mga kaso ahora tali na 349 donde 393 el ya podía man recover o ya queda bueno. El número del mortalidad tali na 28. Dentro de este 349 aktibo mga kaso, 6 aquí mga CRC related, 296 desde el comunidad, 39 locally stranded individuals or LSI, mientras 8 mga returning overseas Filipino o ROF. Okay? So, ese mga vecinos, el presente lista que tiene el Task Force COVID-19, 770 ya el número, pero 349 lang el mga aktibo kaso y 393 ki el ya queda bueno. Ese el lista que ya man-furnish ka naton, el Task Force COVID-19 Zamboanga. So, ¿qué quiere decir? Todo el día, siempre mga vecinos, está aumenta, no? El número del caso. Y na Manila ka na nationwide figure, asigun talya kita na 143,749 cases nationwide.
Alright, mga bisinos, manada suceso wherein mga bisinos, el intensyon yan ng hospital, hindi ka tabla por causa del COVID. But rather, tiene otro mga suceso, such as accidents, such as yanda pari, pero isali report tao mga bisinos, positive. Busca kita kontestasyon con ese, porque se ta sucede ansina mga bisinos. No? Kaya, kung tabla manada kayo, ta pregunta. Well, opresi kita kontestasyon por medyo de manghunto mga bisinos kung mga concerne individual or ahensya mga bisinos. Para klaro todo, no? Kay ta continua siempre el duda habla ko sa base. Magic, por aquel, ya aksidenta, ya ganda na ospital, ya positive man daw, ya deklara COVID, ya kay na puno, ya it turned out positive, yakay na bangko, it turned out positive, mga bisinos. Well, initially, to me, siguro, daan niya sila infectado de COVID, asymptomatic lang. Unfortunate for them, ya disgrasya, ya ginda na hospital, ya siya na simptomas, mga bisinos, yaman display simptomas, so, forsaw el hospital, para mang swab. I don't know si tupaw el dimio analysis mga bisinos, but just the same, we will ask that non-COVID cases referred to hospital, guando ba, cosa ba el instance, cosa ba el what drove them mga bisinos, no? Cosa por sa kanila para mang swab. Kaya ginda gani, aksidenta, na el pregunta, ¿por qué yaman swab? Hindi man nabla kay reklamo simptomas mga bisinos. Ano? Guando sila taman swab con el gente si taginda na ospital, hindi manggayot direkta abla COVID cases mga bisinos.
Mucho kita mga semihante sitwasyon niya uwi igualan sila, no? Kaya yakin na nga na publikaw, donde el mga pamilya bien sentido. Sabi sila muy bien, el de la familia, otro clase el enfermedad, otro el causa del guindada ng hospital, otro el causa del muerte, only to be surprised later on que ta deklara COVID. Después, hindi matamanda volve na casa con el cuerpo, ta enterra ya na uno del mga cementerio donde ta enterra mga pasyente de COVID. Por eso un poco almariaw kita. Ese ta mencionado recientemente, asigun siya na daw aksidente vehicular donde envuelto ni uno. No sabe kita siya muri bakel o vivo, pero cuando llega doon ng hospital, el resulta daw COVID. So ese mga vecinos, el uno del mga kaso que bien publicado este mga tiempo. Por eso, debe lang kita pone atensyon con ese.
Alright, si pwede kayo mangunto mga vecinos con Dr. Paber, el information officer del Zamboanga City Medical Center, or ken ba mga vecinos para busca kita kontestasyon con ese mga asunto. Of course, hindi lang junto ka namon dos ni Pili Paboy, but junto tamen kun Attorney Gian Paulo Enriquez. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Lip. Good morning, Ciudad de Zamboanga, Quetaracedes. It's Thursday. Den Coral Tiempo, mga bisinos, no? Webes, ya. Lampas sa kita mid-week, no? God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good.
Sedo este día,
Pero tiene
gentlemen.
ese answer, mas hindi yun. The last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, taki si Dr. Rojo. Dr. Rojo, Dr. Pucci. Kay Chenedo, mga ansina. Well, very simple explanation de ese. Positive yasos daan, asymptomatic. Positive yasos daan, asymptomatic.
Alright, ang pregunta tayo na kay Attorney, what drove, no? Because siya din na sa hospital, non-COVID cases, like aksidenta, kay
Si.
napuno, kay... Alright, what drove the hospital to swab?
Kay standard operating procedure for the safety of the medical personnel, nurse attendant, doctors attending to the patient to have the patient swab. Hindi kasi, nung may
Any
kita mo
case.
kwento, di mga sahod daw. Kasi kwento'y kalye si, hindi ko na isipon atensyon. I-explain kasi case ka na Dr. Pucci Jimena, Dr. George Rojo, in one of the Saturday episodes. Pero sa kung mira sa social media, ay, tableta, pwede alang yun
But just the same, attorney, we have to continue to offer explanation para si Cheneman ko sa tauhi mga gente na otro que el intention para envenenar cabeza
Precisely.
del mga gente descansa ya sila
something not to naigat para ko sa mampanderali. Remember tayo nga to COVID. So, el explanation di George Rojo, and I will quote him, no? Dali na, daan niya si COVID daan. But kung na hospital, swab, then alya pa lang nga sabi.
In other words,
asymptomatic.
Sinoy pali aksidenta, no ay pasabi ke positive galen
It's a
asymptomatic.
fact na bimanada ka naton, bimanada
it's
na
just-
pueblo, kami nagi asymptomatic.
It's just like saying kikita tres aki muna mente kita ki buyag si pueblo aksidenta anda ka naton man so positive kita.
It could be.
Asymptomatic.
It could be.
Mga kami do.
si Chene kita también virus. Sino ay na hindi kita sali
It could be.
positive.
Pero
Por eso,
treat, labla ko sa bagay tatabla ipirmi na programa. Treat everyone as a suspect,
Yun.
as a probable. So, el explanation de ese, scientific and based sa mga statement del doktor, daan niya sos positibo. Sino asymptomatic, yagin na hospital, kabar po niya tamin si issue, only in Zamboanga City. Ay, may gana ko na si man,
Alright.
mangkwento. Pero, para to satisfy, we can have
Yes.
doctors better. Pero I heard it from 2 episodes the Saturday edition na Kwento'y Medical. Pakikanda Doc Pucci Jimena, si Dr. George Rojo. I was monitoring, ya pwede ka di uwi, hindi yung bungol, ya pwede yung mira, iuwi, amo al explanation.
alright, Torn, to satisfy aquellos mga who failed to watch that episode wherein ang mga doktor di aton ta explica gani.
Si.
Just the same, we will continue mga bisinos, no?
Si.
If only to no? To kita na pensamiento del mga gente ese mga negatibo tauhi sila mga bisinos na otro mga persona kaya intensyon como tabla ganyo para envenenar el cabeza del mga gente. So we will do it, no? We will try to have a doctor mga bisinos este día aquí na programa para continua discutir ese mga bisinos y aclara otra vez
Sí.
con ese mga bisinos.
Tiene kita ayer tamen, tiene department meeting, el dato ng alcalde, wherein tiene mga important matters siya diskuti. Alina City Hall, gani regarding mga proyektor, update del diaton mga COVID mga measures kita sa aking na syudad, no? I believe it was attended by the city mayor, of course, the city legal officer, city engineer, and other department heads of the city government of Zamboanga, wherein manada ka sila ko sa mga importante ya diskutiyal. Baka
And-
pwede kita later on
Yes.
manhunto.
Siendo Thursday, usually tamang kita con el nanan del Yatong Ciudad
Sí.
every Thursday. Aquí na programa, mga bisinos, antes live na studio, no? But because of the situation, via phone nyo lang kita pwede manghunto con el nanan del Yatong Ciudad, mga bisinos. So we will try to have, hopefully, no? Hindi busy. The last time kasi the last
Sí.
Thursday, ya queda occupied el Yatong alcalde. And so, she offered an apology. No ay pwede manghunto ka naton mga bisinos.
See,
No?
and then later on, Al, if we can also have, kwente kun Mateo, if we can also have Hadja Sara Handang of the DepEd, ay akigani ka natin man launch, el DepEd, el mga klase. So, daralig natin mas aklaramiento later on. Kay kabagalan sila itong programa, Al, ipilip, 10 to 1, amo entra el programa del
Okay.
DepEd.
10, 11, 12, 1, 3 oras.
Sí, 3 horas el día. Kinali si kanatun na TV11 ang sale. So, ara pa lang, as early as now, takubida kung mga estudyante, kung mga mayores, si Kabang sa SB Dateline Teleradyo in the morning edition, na aki o seres man tutog ka namon. Mas pa DS, dali kami schedule later on, ay manhunto kami kung Hadja what's
Sarah
the name?
Handang.
Sarah Handang. Dali lang na ito mas aklaramiento mga bisinos para gani. Sabi ustedes, schedule especially kasi mga batitingali na kasa, pwede ustedes mira aki ka namon na TV11 el mga DepEd shows wherein tadali gani akel mga klase gatsi aki sena TV11 exclusive no ay sena otro
Na kay LTV11 man amo el official television station del DepEd ang ginasyon de
pati
Zamboanga.
na Magic 95.5 FM. So, aki sa mga bisinos na stasyon, so tutok ko sa eskaramungki, later on, pigura kita sa kakunel spokesperson or concerned official del DepEd para dali ka natin mas del informasyon dese. Importante kasi. Especialmente ng mga bata tala ng kasa. Na ablang ani ko din may mga anak siya ablang na kabal programa after program you watch TV11 because DepEd will have their show. So maski mga bata nga excited. Kaya sila mira bakilaya daw mga modules ke asesale el Diato Department of Education.
Aki pwede sila alya durante el kwan, pwede sila alya spelling. Google, gule-gule.
Miguel, bonito siya kay todo pwede mira. Maski nagaltamin mga kita mga akil mga kabahin ta eskwela. So pwede ustedes man-take an opportunity also to learn because the process of learning and naman sa na edad, no, it's a continuing process mga bisino. So por medio de television y radio aquí pwede ustedes aprendemos muchas cosas.
Aki mira na programa del DepEd rather than social media, no? Kahit kung tabla kanyo, akila mention na yun, baka almarya, sine mang guide ko ng bata, baka kre. Sine kasi na mga social media, sine tase, akil ba mga video clip, ke like spelling akil tabla yun, no? Of which mali.
Gule-gule. Sino pakalono, nature.
Akil mga nature, no?
nature.
Tamanda man pronounce el teacher nature, kabar el knowledge, knowledge.
Nature.
Kever to say.
Tama siya kita.
No pwede yun. Nature.
Si, po kabar
nature.
Class, our word for today in our spelling subject is F-U-T-U-R-E. Future.
Sino natin?
Sino mang guide, el bata, baka kre.
Si amoya na pareso el diato na ki el destel prescribe mga bisinos el prescribe y official module que tadale el mismo Department of Education. So, siguro ustedes no aquí gule-gule, pati nature.
Yes.
Ben kuanga deste.
No hay future.
Accurate deste because this is sanction or kuanga deste del mismo del Department of Education.
Pati, attorney,
siguro kayo.
el Ken Sintaki para educa con el dato mga viewers are teachers.
Si.
Okay. Hindi kami el Sintaki. Sino mga teachers I presume?
Actualmente today they have a launching today, no? If I'm not mistaken, today at 8 o'clock amo el launching. I was monitoring el late night diaton Alenance edition anoche with Dr. Mile Amsid. Dali na sila mira el schedule. And I believe today el launching DS at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Ang daton. So, dentro pa sa Dateline.
Pwede kita man monitor siguro later on. Mira kita pagilaya. It's a short program actually. Invited del Diaton Alcalde, Diaton Congresista del Masa, el otro congresista del Distrito 2 y otro pa oficiales del DepEd.
Through virtual.
Virtual. Bonito sa mga bisinas, no? El launching, kabar, we are proud and at the same time honored to say na el Estación TV11 will be the official channel for
Na
that.
si tu batamen el DepEd, anda pa to, akin mo ito problema. Diba? Pre-TV. Masin ko sa ora abri, talya. Depe, nuevo lang pa yung renewal franchise. Ako sa kung tubus ka.
Aquí siguro.
May problema.
Por 25 años pala kaya to pwede.
But it defeats the purpose namin. Anda to na uno que el dito intention wide el reach, no? And then anda to na otro que 0.5 lang. Ito na 95.5 viewers.
Amo sa table kay free TV gani kita.
Kasi, ang one advantage sa free TV mga bisinos, no, anytime, you can always switch on your television sets. Pwede ustedes mira. Pero amo nga natable kita, no, ese el cosa al pas el deped, no. Sabi, mira ka jo ayer que el programa during si datong compañero si Mylam si del host. El schedule I believe is aki ka nato na station that would be 10 in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, ¿cuánto oras es? 11, 12, 1. 3 horas. Na un día, pwede ustedes mga anak. Y otro 12, mga module, otro mga topic ay dale por medio de televisión. Y na Magic 95.5.
And of course, Attorney Alboroto yatamen kay kesyo que no hay abuya este por allá, na tadalis insinuasyon que este por allá, negatibo yatamen. And so, ese ba dia mga bisinos, pikura kita mangunto con el spokesman del City Hall para busca kontestasyon. Kumutabla nga niyo, malay ito, baka na pwede abuya kay busy na mga meeting or kosa ba?
Hindi, yan conflict.
Chere department meeting, yan yung maral.
Conflict schedule.
Necesita kayo entender mga gente para el cosa sila tauhi, el cuento que habla, este por allá, que kuanya tamen, intencional, no quiere atender, kay este por allá, busca kita kontestasyon con ese attorney.
Ya sepa mga amenaso.
Tiene pa amenaso.
Kasi lang amenaso.
Amenaso daw kay
Do not expect cooperation from us if you do not cooperate. Wow.
Well, mga bisinos, again, tupaw ba si cosa ta sucede? Ese man preguntali, tupaw ba el cosa ta sucede? Attorney.
Para eso, no? El de mío, you cannot always put kita tablale kay no hay daw political color, pero actualmente mga bisinos politika lang.
Okay.
Bilang kita con ese, takya conmigo schedule. Actually, today is August 13, right, no?
Sí.
So, el Department of Education Zamboanga Peninsula, Region 9, Schools Division of Zamboanga City, no? Convocation, and then opening remarks, and then that will be at 8:30 in the morning, hindi gali alas 8, no? Tali mucho participa di aton el tiene que kita mat para tumang flash mat el schedule gane para saber también di aton mga bibientes cosa el division virtual cosa ba LBE Basic Education LCP Kick-Off Program. So today mga bisinos el launching desde, no? Siyempre, aki sa kanaton. Of course, el MOA signing gane ay porsigitamen se este día. Taligarin ko mo tablayo, el diaton capslet gane ka talama lip, no? El diaton message sa lip, el primero dale mensaje, siempre si Alcalde Beng, después si Congresista Jowo, si Congresista Manix, después tiene también mensaje si Dr. Isabelita Bores, Dr. Roy Tubalya, el diaton Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, y el closing remark si Norma Francisco. So, bonito se
live se turn.
Live se. Después, invited también el día mga miembros de media wherein siya naganali press conference after el programa. Bonito se mga bisinos.
Alright,
launching sa este día.
Will we carry that, Matt? Karga kita kun ese launching?
Siguro hindi ka sure, pero baka pwede kita luego masking cuantos minutos pwede. Tamireo, siya kita problema, hindi kita pwede man-interview con Mayor Beng. Like el keynote speaker.
Okay lang.
Later, we will try our very best.
Tali si Mayor Beng, el primero kayo, dale mensahe na DepEd.
Okay, importante sa mga bisinos okasyon. So, Matt, I don't know si pwede kita sa karga virtual program.
Si
virtual man si todo, di ba?
Si virtual al.
I don't know si pwede kita karga. Busca kami manera mga bisino si pakilaya pwede karga aquí na Dateline Teleradyo con ese virtual launching mga bisinos del programa del DepEd aquel mo na television?
Sí,
Okay.
sí, sí. American Division Virtual Basic Education
Ayun.
Kickoff. So bonitos na mga bisinos, no? Interesantes na, especialmente kung mga mayores, di aton mga bata, kaya bien excited namin sabi, cosa el más reciente.
Por eso mga bisinos, tutok lang, no, vosotros sale, ay mira pa, después de este mga mensaje, el de ustedes, favorito programa, el
Dateline Teleradyo.
isa sa ating dasal. Lahing nagpapatunay na tayo'y makatao pa.
Together we are being called to make a future world.
Test we face is for us to prove
That we can heal as one.
is when we heal as one.
We heal as one with kindness. We heal as one.
We serve, we share, we show compassion. We heal as one. Sa hali mo'y nag-iisa.
But when we heal, we heal as one.
With kindness, we heal as one.
We serve, we share, we show compassion. We heal as one.
Sa hali mo'y nag-iisa. But when we heal, we heal.
Yes, we will heal. We heal.
Yes, we can heal. We heal. We heal as one. We heal
Pearl Morning. Pearl,
Sir Dong! Alam ko na! Ang Dunkin' Classic Milk Tea, pati na rin ang iced coffee, mas kababaliwan. So give in! Dahil may kasama pang chewy, gooey, tapioca pearls. Kaya siguradong Pearl fanatic.
bukas ulit.
Give in to Dunkin'.
Pearl Morning.
Sir, pa-share.
Sige.
Sir, pa-share.
Oo naman. Sige.
Pa-share.
Care to share? Get the Dunkin' Best Buds Duo, all for 259 pesos.
Tandaan ang tamang paraan ng paghuhugas at paglilinis ng kamay upang makaiwas sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Basain ng tubig ang mga kamay at sabunin. Unang sabunin ang mga palad at ang likod ng mga kamay. Kuskusin na maigi ang pagitan ng mga daliri at maging ang mga kuko. Isunod ang pagitan ng mga hinlalaki at kuskusin ng paikot ang mga dulo ng mga daliri sa magkabilang palad. Banlawang mabuti ang mga kamay sa malinis na tubig at patuyuin ang mga kamay gamit ang single-use towel o air dryer. Basta't sama-sama at laging handa, kaya natin to! Isang paalala mula sa DOH, PCOO, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
The magic of radio.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment,
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines,
giving you the most complete radio experience.
crushing the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous
We are
Magic 95.5.
El coronavirus or COVID-19 ay un nuevo viral respiratory disease taman kalayat aura. Para prevenir con este, primen lava el de tu mga mano. usa tissue o tapa usando del tu mga mano sin estornuda o tose. Limpia y disinfect con el mo arenador. Observa social distancing, prevenir andar na mga publikong lugar, especialmente si manada gente. Si necesita salir afuera, firme liba hand sanitizer o alcohol. Uwi ang mga noticias estama na diatong gobyerno lokal y el Departamento de Salud. 14 días para más sintomas ang nabuya. Si tamang difícil ustedes resulta, calentura o tos, ang self-quarantine kita. Ilama na Zamboanga Task Force COVID-19 Hotline 955-9601 0966-175-4298.
Yes, Paka Bryce. Saan tayo? Tara. May bagong bar. Let's go. Nasaan yung bar? Ayan.
Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
I have a big barkada. I have a big family. Making them happy is easy with the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal. You get 3 boxes of donuts for $3.49. It's just like adding 50 pesos to the price of your favorite bundle. Make more people happy with the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa del Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradyo, 3 horas cada día. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, la mga asunto que tiene a hacer con el ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV 11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Noticias, entrevistas y mga reports junto con el de aton mga compañeros y compañeras afuera. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Queda informado, sabe el más reciente noticias, el mga suceso que te ocurrí aquí na aton ciudad y na mga cercano lugar. Todos aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Pearl Morning. Pearl.
Sir Dong! Alam ko na! Ang Dunkin' Classic Milk Tea, pati na rin ang iced coffee, mas kababaliwan. So give in! Dahil may kasama pang chewy, gooey, tapioca pearls. Kaya siguradong Pearl fanatic.
Bukas ulit.
Give in to Dunkin'.
Pearl Morning.
Sir, pa-share.
Sige.
Sir, pa-share.
Oo naman. Sige.
Pa-share.
Care to share? Get the Dunkin' Best Buds Duo, all for 259 pesos.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa del Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradyo, 3 horas cada día. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, la mga asunto que tiene a hacer con el ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV 11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Noticias, entrevistas y mga reports junto con el de aton mga compañeros y compañeras afuera. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Queda informado, sabe el más reciente noticias, el mga suceso que te ocurrí aquí na aton ciudad y na mga cercano lugar. Todos aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Ay, habla.
Alas 7:15 del día mga bisinos, segundo ora porsyon niya kita del Dateline Teleradyo Morning Edition.
Alright, mga bisinos, numaya kita tarda, numaya kita demora tiyempo para aklara mga bisinos kay Chenia tamen, no? Kwento-kwento kay ayer mga bisinos committee hearing del Committee on Infrastructure imbita kung nagkwantos mga department heads pero no ay pwede atende and so mga bisinos talia tamen el mga negatibo palabra tauwi kita mga bisinos, no? Porque ba no ay pwede atende mga bisinos na linya junto ka nato ng spokesman del City Hall el famoso antes konsehal Charlie Mariano. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning, Al, Philip, and Attorney Gian. Buenos días, Sambuanga.
Buenas, Cons.
Buenas. Alright, direkta yung pregunta kay kumutabla nga niyo Charles, no? Imbita kung kwantos mga department heads ayer na committee hearing del Committee on Infrastructure pero no ay pwede abuya and so talya tamin ang mga palabra negatibo kita dali insinuasyon of something very very negative. Charles, can you please explain as to why no ay pwede atendel dato mga department heads?
Well, sabi to Al very clearly, no, over the last few years, kita standing policy in the city government, specialmente Opisina di Mayor Beng, that all invitations, especially coming from the other branches of the other branch of the government, the City Council of Zamboanga, must be addressed or course through the mayor or the office of the mayor, hindi directamente con el mga department heads. And they have not observed that particular policy of the city government. Por eso, ese el razón si porque no hay anda el mga department heads, aside from the fact, tiene sila otro mga concerns more pressing than that, like attend nga mga strategic meetings relative to the COVID response of the city government. But that was the real reason, and non-observance of that policy by the Committee on Public Works and the City Council. All invitations to the department heads must be coursed through the mayor.
Okay.
For proper facilitation.
Ahora, aclara kita, Charles, no? Invitation del City Council, specifically by the Committee on Infrastructure, was never coursed through the mayor?
Yes. Abo ka sale kumpundido si Mayor Bensi porque no hay dali nila el usual protocol, el usual courtesy el City Council through the Committee on Public Works con el Executive Branch del Gobyerno Lokal. Kaya sabi naman to Al, Philip, and Attorney Gian, kasi kita separation of powers between the Executive and Legislative. Ibebe sila obserba el inter-office courtesies. Kaya de mas antes pa ngayon, saman promote kita as a former member of the City Council. Total mga invitations del City Council should be coursed through the office of the Mayor. And it is up for the mayor to grant the authority to appeal for the mga department heads. And this was not observed by the Committee on Public Works.
Okay, furthermore, nato lang dit, no? Just like when Congress and the Senate conduct something and they wish to have the department secretaries, they always course it to the office of the President.
Yes. And if the President approves, and normally may man objection si Mayor Beng, except that el importante ngayon is a show of respect to the authority of the office of the city mayor because all these departments operate under her. So debe iradali nila el respeto, el cortesía, el Committee on Public Works para poder kami si Mayor Beng dali el disuyugo signal kung el mga department heads apuya because of that long-standing policy at the City Hall. Only el mayor o the Dalia authority para abuyan mga department heads na mga council undertaking.
Yes, because the department heads are under directly na opisina del alcalde. Sa bagay tamen, Charles, no? Siyo tamen department head invited by the council and then apare siya without even the consent or approval of the mayor. Hindi tamen yung approval. I mean, debe chinyo miedo, no?
Correct.
Pati hindi tamen yung basta-basta abuya without the knowledge of the mayor.
You know, aside from the fact that this could be a fishing expedition, willing man el mga department Al, Philippine Attorney Gian abuya because sila naman sila dali claridad kung este ganang issue. Pero ese long-standing policy del City Council que debe ganang tinegat una referral con el mayor or everything should be coursed through the mayor for her to give the go signal to the various department heads. That is very paramount. That is very important. because of the separation of powers doctrine between the legislative and the executive branches of government. And we continue to follow that principle.
Okay.
So ako lang si Aldo, that is the biggest reason kaya yaman prevent conel appearance del mga department heads, aquel simple disrespect and aquel show of discourtesy to the executive branch of government headed by the mayor.
Okay, Charlie, even on the assumption that the invitation was coursed through the mayor. Na pero si por ejemplo kayo, Chene kayo rason, kaya hindi debe attend kay por causa kanay it appears yung conflict and schedule at the moment ASEL committee hearing si mayor tamen siya na tamen meeting kun sa mga departments kasi ba invitation possible nature de ese, is it mandatory for those officials to appear or optional lang siyempre na parte ng mga opisyales para abuya o hindi given kay maskin dali si mayor el go signal.
Actualmente, Philip, depende sa determination na judgment del Chief Executive del Ciudad, depende sa con el City Mayor. Because aparece, base na tenor del invitasyon, dol intentional, que no hay pasa na opisina del Mayor.
Okay.
Directamente, man-address con el Chairman del BAC, con el cuantos mga departamentos, like the City Engineer's Office and other department heads, a clear show of disrespect to the authority of the Mayor. So that, in my opinion, really convinced the city mayor not to honor the invitation because el head del city government and she was not even included in the communication. So there is really intentional exclusion of the mayor who is the final authority insofar as authorizing the appearance of department heads na mga council committee hearings or any other undertaking.
Okay.
So that is being followed by Malacanang and all other executive branches in various LGUs. And that is also the policy of the city government of Zamboanga, most especially the executive branch.
Okay, el cosa taas extraña conmigo. Well, let's face it, no? Kasi por ejemplo, yung abuya estos mga concern ng mga oficiales, el main issue durante el tiempo ta diskuti about ese construction del mga isolation facilities sa na Ecozone. Durante el mga pasaw plenaryo, ya diskutiya man ese. Ya explica nga si Konsehal Sang que el cosa lang ki as el Consejo ahora is to give the concurrence kay por causa el fondo de ese proyecto appropriated yan ang lump sum appropriation. Si tiyan naman mga question, nakal durante el tiempo kita diskuti pa el budget. El cosa taas extraña conmigo, este amenazo. Kaya ase el chairman del Committee on Public Works, Only Ablale, do not expect cooperation from us as if you do not cooperate. Na, hindi ba supposed to be concurrence lang? As a former councilor yourself, base na eksperyensya, pwede ba si Alcina? What is he trying to say? Hindi dali concurrence, el Consejo, pwede ba si Alcina?
Well, actualmente, si mira to Philip, the councilor should be asking the following questions. Primero, deberá saan ba yung facility yung mag-construct el mga kontraktor? That's the first question. Segundo, tausa ba connected facilities and the other mga COVID positive?
Todo si affirmative answer.
Todo mga answers, yes. Ika-tercera pregunta, will it benefit the people of Zamboanga? The answer is yes.
Yes.
So, it is not a ghost project. The project is visible. The project is there. What is there to question? What is there to doubt?
Precisely.
Kay sabi naman kita, this was done during an emergency and the emergency still persists up to now. So they should really act as partners, not as akal mga prosecutors in this particular instance. Kay sabi sila, ayuda ko ng mayor. The mayor is trying to address the effects of the emergency and they're trying to worsen it. The city council should be a clear partner of the executive branch in addressing collectively the pandemic and the emergency itself.
Okay, it's just like saying, follow up. It's just like saying que siguiendo si amenazo, doon mismo taabla, hindi kami dali el concurrence di amon. Por eso tapigunte ko note, as a former councilor, yatene ba di al sina klase historically, donde concurrence man lang tapidin, no ay dali, kay por causa, tiyan gani axe to grind?
Well, sabi to, during the previous administration, all projects, whether funded under specific appropriations and with specific titles or generic or lump sum appropriations, were covered by blanket authority. Hindi na kung sa pasa, siyempre si the former Mayor Celso Lobregat, hindi sa pasa na council mas, the moment the council is has already approved the budget. But during the time of Mayor Beng, she abandoned that policy because of the Kisumbing versus Garcia doctrine. Sa respeta si Mayor Beng. el imprimatur, el approval, el prior consent del council antes de pwede ka na implementa con el mga projects funded under generic appropriations. So, para kunin ko personalmente, in view of the emergency, even the President was asking the LGUs to fast-track the completion of COVID-related facilities all over the country, hindi lang na NCR. Because of the emergency, the government was actually caught flat-footed initially. I'm talking about the national government. But because of the Bayanihan Act to Heal as One, which was approved by Congress and signed by the President immediately after the pandemic broke out, amo sa el legislative vehicle para man-authorize ko rin mga LGUs kaya naman partners del Malacanang in addressing the COVID situation all over the country.
Charles, you made mention, Charles, antes hindi natapasa el mga approval del proyekto na council because of that blanket authority. Correct?
Hello, Al?
You made mention about antes, durante el antes administrasyon, hindi natapasa na konseho el mga proyekto for possible action, legislative action, kay por causa del, como se llama, blanket authority. Correct, Charles?
That's correct. Because according to former Mayor Celso Lobregat, the moment aprobaya el City Council con el budget, both generic and specific appropriation, pwede man execute con ese el executive branch of government.
And according to existing rules and regulations, and to your mind as a uno del mga notable lawmakers del ciudad, that blanket authority is illegal, right?
That is illegal. That is beyond, actually, ultra vires, that is beyond the authority of the council to make. El cosa el council po di ase is, akilang mga specifically appropriated amounts could be executed by the city government. And I'm talking about projects with specific titles funded separately, not under lump sum. Kung ese po diya derecho implementa el city mayor the moment apruba con el budget.
And in compliance with the rules and regulations, the present mayor did not continue that. Instead, recognize the authority of the council, and so todo proyekto tasumite si aura na konseho.
That's very correct. That's very correct. She respects the authority of the council to pass upon all generically allocated funds.
Can you educate us, Charles? You being there antes na konseho, was there a time yakeda tedious, yakeda so controversial el mga proyekto taman repair kun el committee on infrastructure? Were there series of hearings? Were there series of committee meetings on projects submitted for concurrence to the council?
Well, kada vez en cuando antes, Al, sabi to, si taman extend na invitation el Committee on Public Works para abuya kwantos mga department heads. Through the mayor kasi, always through the mayor. All the letters must be addressed through the mayor para el mayor dale el DCU imprimatur for the appearance of department heads. But I would like to tell you of several experiences similar to this in the council. It happened many times over in the past. On the esitada to prior consent del council was not gotten by City Hall before the implementation of the project. So, no po dale prior consent del City Council, but eventually the council cured the defect. At that time, there was no emergency. You're talking now of an emergency. It is well settled in jurisprudence, and I believe si Attorney Gian will support me on this. Basta na question the emergencia, anything is possible. And even the national government, sa buta bahra ngayon para prikura po ng mga fasilidades all throughout Metro Manila and the entire country actually spending public funds to address the emergency because of the emergency itself. There is time is of the essence. We must act with dispatch. We must act to save life.
With rato lang Lip, no? With this, no, table ka rin, legal basis in undertaking the projects because of Bayanihan Act and the necessity, no, because of the situation that we are into, manada kayo at mga COVID positive, asymptomatic, kay debeg at mga isolate. Alright, Charles, you have been straightforward. I know you. So allow me to ask this question. To your mind, kusot to tamira, as to why ang sina taturmenta na konseho, as to why tasusidese ke nisita pagayot lama kun mga department heads when according to the procedure lansam for concurrence lang and so on and so forth. Your take on this, Konsehal?
Well, I think it's really politics rearing its ugly head in the way some councilors are acting. Because aparente, como tabi ko digo in the past, we did this very ordinarily. May kanya mucho pregunta. Basta tapo di kita mira al project, may mabuego de politika.
Yes.
And importante, todo kita, tapos ko naman address kung ang epekto del pandemico. Kasi hindi kita ayuda con el mayor. You cannot expect the mayor to exercise all local government authority. Amo ka ligat tarepete kita con el separation of powers because the council's role is very vital to helping out the mayor do her job.
Okay.
Amo ta kaya difícil ang trabaho del mayor because there is an obstructive council. I'm referring to the new majority in the council. Instead of facilitating, they are obstructing the hand of the mayor.
All right. Obstructing for what, Konsehal? To your take, how you describe as a class of the obstruction? You may mention.
Two things, Al. Firstly, to embarrass the mayor.
Okay.
And this is actually to embarrass the mayor because they know that the mayor is very popular. They want to embarrass her.
All right.
And secondly, I think this is preparatory to 2022.
All right.
Because some people who are questioning the mayor have congressional plans.
Okay.
So, kita kanina ta pregunta. Akadya, abre contigo natin stress pregunta. Kadi ba el project? Sabi na siya pa con el pueblo sa buhay. Ay, bakit ito ng mga kontrasorya kasi con ese usando laway lang. Kaya sa sila dilasen. And applying the rules of equity na di atong civil code, they must be compensated for services rendered to the city government of Zamboanga and the people of Zamboanga.
Na ahora, Charlie, un poco hypothetical no? Iyo ta sige lang, yung kay Chene amenazo. Well, concurrence kita ta desea allí desde con el consejo. And realistically, they have the numbers. New majority ganita yung mga nila. Suppose, hindi sila dali concurrence aura. You know, using as basis el amenazo del chairman del Committee on Public Works. Can they be cited for grave abuse of discretion?
I believe so. I believe so in view of the emergency. Because sisigito ko nel llamada mismo del presidente para ko sa pagkita pasa con el bayaniya na actuin para ko sa pagkita man-relax con el provisions del Government Procurement Act, Republic Act 9184. Si el intention di ato hindi para man-fast-track con el completion del mga facilities, both quarantine and isolation, aquí na siyudad de Zamboanga. It would have defeated the purpose of the city government and the purpose of the national government. Kaya pa sa pagkita na normal bidding. In fact, kaya kita proseso para negotiated contract para pwede man facilitate el speedy implementation del project, Philip.
So until when can they hold on to their position?
Well, kaya ko, Philip.
Until when can they hold on con ese position dila que queda sila istricto na dalida del concurrence con ese cosa tapi del gobierno local?
Actually, SND la objection is misplaced because kung may apply natin kung in the past, there were many instances on the una yung ate con el proyecto in view of the urgency of the project. Dali mag-el council eventually, el dila imprimatur, it has a curative effect. Kaya naman defecto, just for the sake of argument, kaya defecto na proseso, that can be cured by the council because we all can see that there was a project constructed by the city government to the contractors. And let us make this very clear, gentlemen. No single centavo was paid yet to the contractor. And the contractor on their own voluntary dila voluntario actos gasta sila dila para ayuda con el mayor, ayuda con el city government, y ayuda con el mga Sambongueños que infected with COVID. So instead of making these people, these contractors suffer, they must be commended for a job well done.
Of course. Okay, Charles, I'd like to be specific so our viewers can understand well el cosa kita ta diskuti. El premise aquí del ¿cómo se llama? Investigación daw del Council Committee on Infrastructure is that no hay kontrata pa, prinsipyo hacia el proyecto. Charles, can you please explain to the people, the atong viewers to be specifically, why did it happen? Cosa el necesidad? What pushed the local government to do such, Charles, at the time?
Well, sabi to del Marzo, early March, irebenta si pandemic na Manila after the news came from China kaya yung kalaya del pandemic all throughout the world. And then, uno kita del mga primer syudad kaya impone ECQ.
Alright.
Ibase na projections del di atong City Health Office and the Department of Health, kaya immediate necessity para construir el syudad de Zamboanga. Akal mga facilities, ki pwede agara mananad numero del mga gente que pwede kita man isolate.
Okay.
And I was made to understand, allí na Ecosol, these are big facilities, hindi sa broma-broma de, the ordinaryo facilities di utay lang. Grande kumpara to na otro mga isolation facilities, pwede sila man hold mga more than 200. In fact, more than that. And the Ecosol has other extended potentialities pa. Pwede pa to mentally mga isolation or quarantine areas. Kaya di grande lugar, manada sila facilities. By the way, we should also commend the leadership of the Ecosol for giving the facilities to the city government, at least temporarily. These are the real heroes, the real partners of the city mayor. El grande pregunta as sabi kanyo Tigo, there was at that time, early March, an urgent necessity for the city government to answer the call of the national government. El construction immediatamente del mga COVID-related facilities in the city of Zamboanga. There was no time to waste. Por eso, el city mayor, acting in the best interest of the city of Zamboanga, yaman ta construi con ese, iya conversa con el mga kontraktor para prepara kayo man fast track within 2 weeks. Yan ka pa sa mga facilities.
Okay.
I-aura ta po diya kita gosa con ese mga facilities. Allí na Ecosol.
Charles, el Ecozone ara tausa ngayon, no, for quarantine. As a matter of fact, I think Lienwe agaha, no. That's why the local government is searching, scouting for other places to become quarantine place, no. Charles, can you please share with us el most likely epekto if we will follow what the council wants, no? Nanoanay kita konstruir, debe chenanay kontrata and so on and so forth. Cosa ay sucede, Charles? Please allow us to imagine. Had that been followed, cosa que era el consejo na era asa anay kontrata before a project and so on and so forth, what could happen to Zamboanga City si no ay si quarantine?
Very simple, Yung kwento yun con el mga bigwigs del PAC, the Peace and Award Committee. Abla sila, it would have taken 6 months at the least for the facilities to be finished. 6 months, following all the protocols na bidding and other requirements of 9184, it would have taken 6 months at the least. Kaya municipally, what if a contractor questions the results of the bidding? Manada si mga proseso ke ya causa era waste of time. Iya sige pag kita strictamente kung ang mga bidding requirements alin na 9184. So the only way to fast track the same is to tackle the challenge of the president for the immediate construction of the same in view of the emergency. The emergency, gentlemen, is a justifying factor. Okay, why can put the question na because everybody knows that we are in that particular state right now.
Pati pwede ba yung imagine na Charles, sino ay si construida yung facility ali? I don't know, baka kalayatan mas malo el sitwasyon del Zamboanga City kaya no doon di mang-quarantine.
We could have been worse than Cebu.
Okay.
We could have been worse than Cebu Philippine Attorney-Gian. Sino ay kita kel construi na tempo ngayon? Able, kung tigo baka i-repental COVID, buyag lang. Siguro mga 5 para 10 doble el número del mga COVID positive aquí na siyudad de Zamboanga. El diaton mayor tamira el interés del pueblo. Kaya to question de salud, question del PIDA del mga Zamboangueños, survival di aton. It's not only a question of completing the facilities, it is a question of survival. Si mayor yaman take a risk because she knows that the law is on her side. And there is no other answer to the emergency but to act with dispatch. And I think that was the best kind of response that the mayor did to address the issue of public health and preserving the same at in la ciudad de Zamboanga. The people must know this. The mayor is working for the best interest of the people of Zamboanga. That is why, hindi naman kita mga COVID positives na limitaw el numero, ya pwede kita kunesi man contain because of the timely construction and intervention of the COVID-related facilities allí na Ecosol and other places aquí na Ciudad de Zamboanga. In fact, I think we have more than 40 already existing and operating within the city.
Charlie, while it is true that the council is now being run by the so-called new majority, pero nadimiyo lang el posisyon aquí del chairman del Committee on Public Works may not be totally shared, no? by the other members of the so-called new majority. Akal tabla nito, kami nasali, kaya hindi koopera, kaya hindi kanila koopera, do not expect cooperation from us. Well, he might be speaking as chairman of that committee, but he might not be speaking for the entire new majority. Kung sa dito yung mensahe aura ko ng los demás mga miyembro del new majority who are not members of the Committee on Public Works and Yun Consejo when it comes to this issue.
Well, sabi ko, I appeal to the good senses. I appeal to the good senses of the good members of the City Council. Up to now, I still want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And si posisyon ni Councilor De La Cruz is his own personal position. It's his own personal position. With all due respect to Councilor De La Cruz, I do not question his motive. But I think, everybody should be helping each other. Okay. And I'm appealing to the good senses of the other members of the City Council, especially the members of the Committee on Public Works. Tiempo para dali mira kita di aton amor. Di aton amor con el pueblo sa Bongueño. Hindi kita dali man pelyahan ng tiempo di pandemiko. Hindi kita ara sa man close lang, ita precurarin empuha con el mga initiative kita man advance si Mayor. Tiempo que dali kita mira el di aton amor. El di aton concern para con el di aton mga prohimo. Actually, Philip, SDP yung pregunta, sige lang, the members of the council should not be asking this question. Ano naman sila mira na espejo, pregunta, kung sa mayoya po di ate, para man address po ng problema de COVID at na siyudad de Zamboanga. Kaya kumuta mira kita ahora sa Pandolos Buenos. Most of the work, mga 95 to 99.9% sa trabaja el Mayor solo.
Okay.
El pregunta del pueblo, onde el mga konsehales? Kaya kita mga konsehales del minority, ayuda con el Mayor. El problema lang, they do not have the comfort of numbers. They do not have the numbers in the Sangguniang. That is why we are addressing the members of the new majority bloc. Prove yourself equal to the task that is being faced by the Mayor right now. Be equal to the challenge. Be partners of the Mayor in actually addressing overall the COVID situation in the city of Zamboanga.
Okay. And with that, Charles, Attorney, chere ba ito?
Why? Kira lang yung vlog. Bien klaro ka dito explanation, Konsehal Charles.
Wala sabi ko dito, Torn, but tawiyo ko natin address, takada maklaro din ito.
Kaya lang yung hara conclusion ko neste, kaya yung man sum up ko neste hara dito ko sa tuyabla in 1 or 2 sentences. Pero biblical. Yabla, sabi ba ito, Konsehal Charles, I'm not being religious, pero yabla na Luke chapter 23 verse 34. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing.
Charles, thank you so much. Sabi kami
they do not know what they are doing because in the very first place, no hay sila respetar por el authority del Mayor by forcing the invitations directly to the department head. So that is a complete show of disrespect.
All right, Charles, for the record, should it be coursed through the Mayor, el imitación del Consejo, can they expect already attendance from the department heads?
Well, I believe so because in the very first place, the Mayor is really for transparency. So, el importante, dahil sila mira good faith na invitation, hindi kasi kumo ambush ba ko ng mga department heads di ato, ali na committee level, para po di kanila man honor tamil el Mayor with the appearance of the department head. Again, this is of public knowledge kay by way of a policy issued by City Hall several years ago, todo mga invitations to various officials of the city government, tapos kasi na office of the city mayor for appreciation and approval.
Charles, I know binektik dito schedule as spokesman, but just the same, yadali to ka namon chance manghunto contigo. And so thank you so much,
Gracias, Konsehal.
Thank you to gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Mga bisinos, former councilor, now spokesman of City Hall, Charlie Mariano. Gentlemen, you mentioned on my question, should it be coursed to the Mayor? Can the council expect attendance already from the department heads? El Dimio lang take up see you, Mayor, they will course it to me. Just the same, I will not allow my department heads to go. Why? Because I know the motive there is no longer for the sake of the people, but for their personal sake. That is politically motivated.
Hindi na ka mandanda. You know why? Approve budget. Porque pa man yung mandanda?
In a lump sum appropriation.
Lump sum appropriation, it was already approved, mga bibientes. Kasi kita klaro It was already approved in one of the previous sessions which we had. So para cosa pa man, Anday Ali, para cosa. Lang aklara cosa para kedale sikat, para kedale konele todo. Por eso dime yung answer con ese Luke chapter 23 verse 34. That's in the Bible. It's very clear.
Okay. El Dimio lang aki, I will not give them the chance to make a mockery of my department head. Sige lang.
Correct. Of course.
No? Because clearly, el intention na mga bisinos no longer objective. But personal yung mga bisinos. Kay todo ese, no? Maskin, no matter how legal the issue is, but just the same, pikuragat se mga halungkat, por aquel, to the point, sa leemene na el cabeza del mga gente, mga bisinos. Again, si el alcalde, I will just the same. I will not allow my department heads. But, I'm not the mayor. Otro el diamong costumbre. Pero CEO lang, ha? I will never allow my department heads just to make them mockery.
Committee hearing, they say, fishing expeditions
That's right.
That's in the guise of investigation, which the city council is not empowered. Maski nasa ito baliskat patuat konel local government code. Nuway setang provide ali.
Pati si Dakor daw sa desconsaable si Charlie. Como courtesy lang man siya man extend si Mayor con el Consejo para desaleja con el sistema de antes at blanket authority. Kaya kal antes, una vez aproba con el budget, nanay blanket authority el quinta cinta Mayor. Nano quiere si Mayor Ben? ¿Qué al sina sucede dentro de la administración?
El blanket authority, kwanse, ultra vires axe. Vecinos.
Words pa gani. Kaya mga bisinos, kayo may oportunidad del council para escucha.
Okay, attorney, ya mention na si Charlie el posibilidad. Si por ejemplo continuo para duro ese chairman que no mas aproba o man delay con ese, he can be cited for or el diso comitiba or he can be cited for grave abuse of discretion.
Para conmigo, pwede ko nila man-file kaso.
Man-file kaso ko nila.
Pwede ko nila man-file kaso.
Okay, sige kung kailan siya lang manesa debe, kung formality lang.
Maybe el mga miyembro should read by heart Luke chapter 23 verse 34.
Tira!
Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are
There
doing.
is a need, mga bisinos, for us to discuss this matter. For you, our dear televiewers and listeners na Diamond FM, to be able to understand well kung el asunto, mga bisinos, no? Kay, again, hindi kita diskuti and then we'll have the proper authority or proper person or concerned person to discuss with us kung este asunto na siyempre el cosa vosotros tauhi mga bisinos negative baka klabaya na de ustedes pensamiento.
Pero yung takre pa kasi siyempre
nowhere in the local government code, not even in decided cases by the Supreme Court, tiene poder el Consejo Local para investigar. Cosa pa man para mali. No hay más cosa para mga bisinos kay por casa lump sum sean approved. Era cuando tiempo pati ese kenta questiona talaga ganale bin starring na cuando yan na ocular inspection na ecosod era alalo anda
gusto no
era sila anda alya porque le talla na ecosod para dale mira na gente que talla le parte le de kwan team alay anda inspeksyon na talaga ale bin sikat ganda picture kawar ara question na well that's becoming kwan habla kita hindi being greatly inconsistent.
Namir fact que talyale, it indicates que tiene que deberasan el necesidad para con el gobierno construir aquel clase facilidad.
Talyale.
That is why he acknowledged the invitation of being there.
Talyale.
Na porque why question now?
Why question now? You could have questioned it long before. Na el budget aprobaw yase si Kirel disapprove ako ni si budget mira si possible ba se but I don't think it's possible at this time i-approve yase budget and appropriated yase mga bisinos ese budget que quiere decir para paga yase el necesita lang ali, amo nga tableta, el concurrence. But to disapprove it, you cannot do that anymore because yan appropriate ya kunese as pondo for that purpose.
Alright, el dimi punto sa mga bisinos, el tagosa con ese proyecto, hindi el alcalde.
Of course.
Hindi el department heads, but el mga gente, mga bisinos, specifically para protection nila because el proyekto ya usa con ese mga bisinos para mang-quarantine kung aquel mga suspechao COVID patients, mga bisinos. Try to imagine, como ko sa'yo ia-pregunta con Charlie, sino ay ese proyekto, mga bisinos? Baka el problema del COVID-19, mga bisinos, baka iagraba kay no hay donde mang-quarantine kung el mga suspechao COVID patients, mga bisinos. The fact that el mga gente i-aprovecha aquí, mga bisinos. And the fact that, tiene kayot basis, el Bayanihan Act, for the government to do everything in the fight against COVID-19, mga bisinos, I don't think debe con este juga para politika or to further one's personal interest, mga bisinos. Instead, the best that the legislative can do is, mga bisinos, cooperate and to show to the people that we care, that they care for the people because el mga gente amo ken tagosa con ese tabinipisya con ese proyekto. Again, not the mayor, not the congressman, not the department heads, el mga gente, mga bisinos.
Maskin attorney, maskin yaman una el construction que con el contrata bajo la presente pandemia o presente situación no hay el gobierno del ciudad cosa naiya viola.
Actualmente, a contract can be in any form. Let's educate the public, no? A contract wherein siya a meeting of the minds based na obligation. Kasi obligation. Obligation is a juridical necessity to give, to do, or not to do. So in this case, they entered into a contract. There was meeting of the minds. Siya consent, object, consideration, COC, kompleto, mga bisinos. So, siya el kontrata for purposes because of the pandemic and because of the Bayanihan Act to Hilas 1, Chene declara el presidente state of national health emergency, which debe todo with promptness, with bien paspas de posibilidad, apura kasi con ese mga kontrata, mga proyekto para in order to fight con ese COVID-19, to which the city government of Zamboanga did. In fact, pasase el appropriation long before con ese aproba, hace el actual construction. So aprobado ese, appropriated ese, uno ese alina lamsam appropriation niya na local government de aton de ciudad, which na konseho, que repagari check el voto de ese, si vota ba siya paboro yung kontra, kabar, so taliya se, that cannot be appropriated ese, so entra lang el mayor, kontrata, manda ese construir, kasi time of the essence, apura ya con ese.
Na porque man chile konsehal ta usapa con el konsepto, akal tabla sila, yaman una el kalesa con el caballo.
Mali, Kel. Por eso they should read at least provisions on obligations and contracts and habla kita el Procurement Act in relation to the Bayanihan Act to Hilas 1.
Again, mga bisinos, no? El importante aquí, el necesidad del proyecto.
Sí.
No? As long as it is above the board, and it is above the board, uwi kita el explanation del executive because mga bisinos, the budget has been approved. It does not matter whether yung una el kontrata, el proyekto kontra con el kontrata because that is allowed by Bayanihan Act, mga bisinos. The urgency, the necessity of anything in the fight against COVID, mga bisinos. El dimio lang aquí, nisita pa ba kung ese question na? At least, mga bisinos, no? At least, el salud del mga gente aquí. What if, el dimio lang, what if, because of political motivation, mga bisinos, el council will not act positively on that project, mga bisinos. And the contractor, dia DCD, kamo taki ara na proyekto dimio. Kamo, mga tang-quarantine, sali kamo apuera. Kami na kamo, kay buong ka kami sa dimi proyekto, ngay ka na mong paga. what will happen?
Kasi pwede pagagatse.
Precisely, that's my point.
Kaya mampusag-ipusag ba to? Si konsehal pa lang to, you wait for your turn till you become mayor.
El di mio lang, mga bisinos, no? Si Ancina, what if Ancina? Di mio lang, what if si Ancina, ya sosede, mga bisinos, di ken aki to whose detriment is that? Hindi ba kuno mga hente, kanya ili kuno esos mga konsehal?
Precisely. Kaya mga gente, amul vulnerable con esa enfermedad.
Because siya bugasio el contractor, ya konsumiyo. Hindi man mo kaya man el konseho apruba para paga conmigo el gobierno local. Kamo, ustedes salita cuarantina, sale afuera.
Bungkay uli.
Na, ya kami nasos. Ya manghunto ko ng mga gente. Hindi grande problema si. That's my point. After all, el punto sa aking mga bisinos para na mga gente si. That is to the advantage of the people who elected them, mga bisinos.
Pwede tabi kita si, Dear DILG Secretary, please conduct seminar orientation in the city government of Zamboanga.
To be specific, council.
City Council.
Alright, mga bisinos, ya kailang na puno, ya sale positive. Ya desgrasya na motor, ya el findings positive. Ya pari, el findings positive. Ese mga bisinos, el pregunta ahora del manada, mga bisinos. And when we come back, busca kami kontestasyon con ese mga pregunta, mga bisinos. Aquí, na de ustedes, favorito programa, el
Dateline Teleradyo.
Pearl Morning.
Pearl? Sir Dong! Alam ko na! Ang Dunkin' Classic Milk Tea, pati na rin ang iced coffee, mas kababaliwan. So give in, dahil may kasama pang chewy, gooey, tapioca pearls. Kaya siguradong Pearl fanatic.
Bukas ulit.
Give in to Dunkin'.
Pearl Morning.
Sir, pa-share.
Sige.
Sir, pa-share.
Oo, sige.
Pa-share.
Care to share? Get the Dunkin' Best Buds Duo, all for 259 pesos.
Budget-wise Ayala, Sangali, and Santa Maria is now open and ready to serve you. Convenient to shop, affordable appliances, grocery items, housewares, school supplies, and more. Spacious parking area. The most convenient place to shop. Shop now and bring your family at Budget-wise Ayala and Budget-wise Sangali. We are serving you better. Soon to open, Budget-wise Talon-Talon. Budget-wise, pasok sa budget.
The magic of radio.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment,
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
giving you the most complete radio experience.
Crushing the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous
We are
Magic 95.5.
El coronavirus or COVID-19 ay un nuevo viral respiratory disease taman kalayat aura. Para prevenir con este, primer lava el día tu mga mano. Usa tissue o tapa usando del día tu mga mano sin estornuda o tose. Limpia y disinfect con el día tu alrededor. Observa social distancing, prevenir andar na mga publikong lugar, especialmente si manada gente. Si necesita salir afuera, primer liba hand sanitizer o alcohol. Uwi ang mga noticias estaban na diatong gobyerno lokal y el Departamento de Salud. 14 días para mga sintomas ay nabuya. Si tamang difícil a ustedes resulta, calentura o tos, ang self-quarantine kita. Ilama na Zamboanga Task Force COVID-19 Hotline 955-9601 0966-175-4298.
Yes, Paka Bryce.
Saan tayo? May bagong bar. Let's go!
Nasaan yung bar?
Ayan. Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape. New flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers. New delightful experience.
I have a big barkada. I have a big family. Making them happy is easy with the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal. You get 3 boxes of donuts for $3.49. It's just like adding 50 pesos to the price of your favorite bundle. Make more people happy with the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal.
Kailangan natin mga Pinoy ang mga magsasaka 3 beses sa isang araw. Kaya naman, suportado ko ang mga magsasakang Pinoy. Binibili at kinakain ko ang produkto nila, lalo na ang bigas. Bukod sa masarap, ligtas pang kainin.
Dahil kapag bigas Pinoy, mataas ang kalidad nito. Masarap na, safe pang kainin.
Sa ating mga bayaning magsasaka, suportado namin kayo. Sama-sama at tulong-tulong lang!
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentamos con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa del Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradyo, 3 horas cada día. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, la mga asunto que tiene a hacer con el ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Noticias, entrevistas y mga reports junto con el de aton mga compañeros y compañeras afuera. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Queda informado, sabe el más reciente noticias, el mga suceso que te ocurrí aquí na de aton ciudad y na mga cercano lugar. Todos te aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Pearl Morning.
Pearl? Sir Dong! Alam ko na! Ang Dunkin' Classic Milk Tea, pati na rin ang iced coffee, mas kababaliwan. So give in! Dahil may kasama pang chewy, gooey, tapioca pearls. Kaya siguradong Pearl fanatic.
Bukas ulit.
Give in to Dunkin'.
Pearl Morning.
Sir, pa-share.
Sige.
Sir, pa-share.
Oo, sige.
Pa-share.
Care to share? Get the Dunkin' Best Buds Duo, all for 259 pesos.
The magic of radio.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment,
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
giving you the most complete radio experience.
Crushing the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous
We are
Magic 95.5.
El coronavirus or COVID-19 ay un nuevo viral respiratory disease taman kalayat aura. Para prevenir con este, primero lava el día tu mga mano. Usa tissue o tapa usando del día tu mga mano sin estornuda o tose. Limpia y disinfect con el día tu alrededor. Observa social distancing, prevenir andar na mga publikong lugar, especialmente si manada gente. Si necesitas salir afuera, firme liba hand sanitizer o alcohol. Uwi ang mga noticias estaban na diatong gobyerno lokal y el Departamento de Salud. 14 días para mga sintomas ay nabuya. Si tamang difícil a ustedes resulta, calentura o tos, mag-self-quarantine kita. Ilama na Zamboanga Task Force COVID-19 Hotline 955-9601 0966-175-4298.
Sa mga gustong matikman ang tunay na pagkain ng India sa Zamboanga City, narito ang Sukhbir Indian Restaurant na matatagpuan sa Yubenco, Tetuan. Tikman ang kanilang chicken biryani, beef biryani, mutton biryani, fish curry, fish masala, mutton curry, mutton masala, chicken tandoori, chicken curry, Indian tea at marami pa ibang Indian food. For delivery, contact at 0926-1666-186. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tara na at kumain sa Sukhbir Indian Restaurant.
Yes, Paka Bryce.
Saan tayo? Tara, may bagong bar. Let's go!
Nasaan yung bar?
Ayan. Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
I have a big barkada.
I have a big family.
Making them happy is easy.
With the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal.
You get 3 boxes of donuts
For $3.49.
It's just like adding 50 pesos
To the price of your favorite bundle. Make more people happy.
With the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentamos con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa del Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradyo, 3 horas cada día. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene a hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Noticias, entrevistas y mga reports junto con el de aton mga compañeros y compañeras afuera. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Queda informado, sabe el más reciente noticias, el mga suceso que ta ocurrí aquí na aton ciudad y na mga cercano lugar. Todos te aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Alas 8:07 del día mga vecinos, ika 3 oras kita del 4 horas de programa aquí na Dateline Teleradyo Morning Edition.
Attorney,
Yes, manunto ka natin tiempo uno del mga famoso doktora aquí na ciudad de Zamboanga, si Dr. Norby Jalani. Doc, buenos días contigo.
Buenos días, sir.
Si Attorney Enriquez, junto con Al Habsi y también con Philip Aboy. Buenos días.
Good morning po.
Alright, Doc, we decided to have you, Doc, to offer explanation kung ang mga gente can amaze, own, or taestranya, no? Kung sigana yung mga kaso, Doc, kaya sali report tao, ya desgrasya na motor, and then later on found to be positive. Yakay na yakay na manga, turn out to be positive. Yapari, turn out to be positive. Doc, causal explanation na key for people to understand.
See, as in sir, no, first of all, man-set kita ang setting. Araw na pandemic, everyone is vulnerable.
Alright.
So, maskin ko sa kita taasin, maskin sa sinta lang kita, na tumakape, kung mag-infect ka natin ang COVID-19, mag-infect ka natin. Now, ito na case kasi, sir, no? Yung pangga. Sige. Asin na, sir. Event is VA.
Yes, Doc.
Legal na hospital, syempre, una se pone atensyon, di ating mga healthcare workers, ay DCU ang mga life-threatening conditions like kung syempre bleeding, antina. So, man-stabilize na si Cornelia. So, man okay yung tissue vital signs, man-physical exam pa si Cornelia, sir.
Okay.
So, man-auscultate pa si Cornelia, check pa ko LPP, man-interview pa Cornelia kung Cornelia mga otro pa condition. So, say for example, during the physical exam, doktor, pwede lang sabi, kay Cornelia, other than the sa mga fracture cheneno, respiratory symptoms. Aside from that, pwede pala sabi kay el pasyente, pa comorbidities like diabetes, long-standing hypertension. So, kasi sir, mga respiratory symptoms and other comorbidities, red flags sir.
Okay.
So, in turn, no, refer sa kami ng mga infectious disease experts para screen kung probable COVID suspect or not because of the other underlying conditions.
Yes.
We do this because we have a culture of safety.
All right.
We want our patients, our healthcare workers, and even our watchers na safe sila. And in this time of pandemic, no kere kita
Manggambol.
kasi lampas ni uno na
Okay.
COVID suspect.
Alright. Doc,
So,
asi kita klaro otra vez, Doc, no? Kaya, again, ang question na vehicular accident, maternity, iyakay, por kaya man swab? So, based na dito yung explanation, Doc, during physical examination by the doctor, yain kontra sila something like symptoms of COVID as to why prompting them to swab the patient, right?
See, kasi based on the WHO mangat sir, triage and algorithm, those mga patients, no, todo na present respiratory symptoms, nisisita gayod man screen
Okay.
kung COVID case bali or non-COVID case. Asina sir.
Alright, Doc, on the other hand, I'm just wondering, syempre, no, emergency care, like in the case of that DPWH employee, motor vehicular, no, accident. So, yaligalya, I don't know, pone ba attention ko nila mga nurses? Are they automatically, Doc, now na mga OR? Are they with PPE?
Sir, todo man the ating healthcare workers are with PPE.
Okay.
So, chene, enhanced PPE. Kabar chene tamen, complete PPE
Ayun.
na COVID facility.
See, I asked that, Doc, no, because before kasi tamira kita tapon ni attention ng mga emergency rooms, no, ER, doon ditaliba ang mga vehicular accident. Kaya ba tapon ni dayon attention, taagwanta, tamanghunto, to revive the patient, no ipakil PPE. But right now, as a matter of protocol, with PPE I asked that because kay sino ay sila PPE, Doc, so nisita ka tabi mang quarantine because later on, the patient was found out to be positive.
See, todo kami arasetan PPE kami
Okay.
at different levels lang.
Regardless of the case ta intro na ER, Doc, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Todo PPE.
Doc, just for the sake of educational discussion, I am not to enanante ke every time to enter ng hospital, taman exam, and then it is found out ke generally sila mga comorbidities, no? Just for the sake of discussion, si por ejemplo, iyo diabetic yo, hypertensive yo, na hindi tamin ga yo doc atribisubi po noy manga, and then only para kailang yo después, and then kayo kebro yo iba ng hospital, anya ta discovery kumigo ke COVID positive yo. I mean, essentially na klase mga discussion, Doc, just to satisfy the viewers and listeners.
Kasi syempre na na-hospital naman kami kita sa pwede sabi, no? Kay ayaw lang pwede man-test kung COVID positive, and unhente or hindi. So, kaya lang yung manda sabi na mga hente, no, na hindi si dayon kita abla kay SL, COVID positive or not. Can say process alita sige kaya standard algorithm ta sige LD aton mga doktor pati mga hospital nagkataon na gayon varied circumstances ya kay na pono ya kome butong ya basta masing ko sa kasi we are vulnerable
ya kome spaghetti ya gina na hospital ya mga kusasi he or she was found out to be positive. Alright, Doc, kusa ba kayo preguntere na? I was distracted by the beauty of Doc.
Sige, yun lang alay kontino. May tatapensa to. Pero so kita sa taas sa sali aura discussion na kidok, kay mga tiyan tamen mga hente, hindi kita pwede disculpa. No? Tapensa sila, do ya kaya mo na este norms, este mga tiempo, una vez, pisa lang kita ospital, later on, to our dismay, positibo yan kita na COVID. Na siya na ganit habla, baka de, kuwan lang ese, baka de wego lang ese. Just so, para pwede daw aprovecha el mga ospital con el mga beneficio del PhilHealth, no? Please explain to them.
Kasi sir, as na PhilHealth, sir, na, syempre, kung si, for example, positive mangat el hente, no? High index of, suspicion di ating mga doktor. Oo. So, aside from the primary diagnosis, say for example, VA, tapos naman sa sila COVID positive patient.
Okay.
So, kung na-feel healthcare, kung satisfy ang criteria, ako na naman kita dali. Pero for Zamboanga City Medical Center, no, we are really verifying everything, no.
Yes.
So pinag-iisipan niya ng lahat. So wala pong gawa-gawa dyan.
Okay, Doc, to recap, did I hear you right? Lahat ng pumapasok sa ospital, as a matter of protocol, itetest sila? Or hindi naman?
For the sake of culture of safety, sir, no? Those with genital experience respiratory symptoms.
Okay.
Those with comorbidities. And those some patients that are for elective operations, just to ensure the safety of healthcare workers, the improvement of patient management, and for the health of the watchers. We do it.
And for the record, yung testing na ginagawa, hindi gawa ng tao yan. And that's not the handiwork of medical personnel, but rather by machine, right, Doc?
Yes po, yes.
Alright. Kasi yun na nga, no? Nagkakaroon na naman ng haka-haka, Doc, no? Baka hindi yung machine na yan talagang design para magkaroon ng positive and so on and so forth. How accurate are our machines, Doc?
Our RT-PCR machines are highly accurate po, no? Although they are not perfect, but they are not accurate. Machines are machines, no? Hindi sila igonahente, subjective, no? Nuwan sila bias.
Okay.
So, basically, they are very accurate.
Yes.
The problem is, syempre, we have resources constraints, like we have limited machines, we have limited reagents, and we have limited BSL cabinets. So yun po. And the type of test din.
Because Doc, no, may mga nag-iisip ngayon, no, tinagatapen sa ese machine del government hospitals, kung gayot, no, as if design para el gente tiene positive and so on and so forth and blah blah blah, and then tiene gane plano, and then I will have myself retested na mga privado hospital. Have there been cases, Doc, for the record, que yamang kamali el machine del government hospital and then a patient went to retest him or herself na mga privado and it turned out to be negative? Chinemaan sila mga instances, Doc?
Sir, so far naman, sir, sa mga ansina errors is expected. That is why during the initial test, mucho sa mga running periods or running tests just to validate. So, mucho beses ta ase pasa para man validate el initial result just to avoid that error possibility.
So, di mo yung pregunta, Doc, Ratolit, di mo yung pregunta, Doc, yat siya na ba instances wherein he was or she was tested positive by the PCR, by our machine, and then later on was discovered to be negative?
Yung kamali?
Yeah, siya na ba sina instances, Doc?
Nuay pa man.
Nuay so far. Todo positive, as in positive gayot. Nuay duda-duda.
Yes, sir.
So, kaya di serial machines hindi pwede magkamali. Is that what you're trying to say, Doc?
Si.
Pero hindi naman todo pasyente, Doc, let's say other vehicular accident, no, for example, kabar sinuway tamen dali mira symptoms of comorbidity, then definitely hindi na ko nalaman subject to swab testing, Doc.
Depende sa sir na screening process del infectious disease specialist aton.
Okay, Doc, otra vez, as you claro di mi question, when are the doctors, pakilaya ba si, cuando cosa instance na un pasyente, like vehicular or cosa ba, aquel instance moment que habla el doctor, okay, you have to be tested, you have to be swab. Cosa el specific tadali mira el pasyente that will prompt now the doctors to decide to swab him or her?
Habla niyo, sir, no, el cosa na WHO na triage algorithm. Todo patient, regardless kung cosa circumstances sila yaliga ng hospital, kung demonstrate sila respiratory symptoms in this time of pandemic, no, it warrants deeper investigation. That is why those patients with respiratory symptoms with other comorbidities, stand refer sa kita na di aton infectious disease experts. In return, sila dali recommendations whether to swab or not to swab.
So therefore, Doc, to dissuade, para mang-eliminate el cosa ta pensa malo el cuantos mga individual aura acerca de ese gane mga kaso que vehicular turn out to be positive. So therefore, Doc, todo aquellos, aquel mga yakeda positive que el cause yaginda na hospital because yakay, because maternity, because accident, they all showed mga simptomas de COVID.
Yes po.
Ayun.
Habla tu Doc que todo aquellos está experiencia respiratory problem, no? Natural si taman aksidente to, uno del mga kausalita, tormenta to resulya, kaya mambukbuk dito kwerpo. Just the same taman swab syempre kanila.
Sabi sa mga infectious disease experts, that is why refer get kita para sila man rule in or rule out.
Regardless of whatever cause, basta tiene symptoms, amoy Doc, needed to be swabbed, tested, needed to be swabbed, and the result were indeed positive by all those individuals who were rushed to the hospitals for whatever reasons.
Causes,
Accident, yakay na puno, or maternity.
Maskin siya
Doc, no?
TB al pasyente, like ese, no?
TB.
The respiratory symptoms. Kita pa sa kami man confer with our infectious disease
Yun.
experts, no? Just to rule in and rule out.
Okay. Doc, you made mention about coffee in Dinante. We hope to have coffee with you. Oh. Doc, thank you. Thank you nga, Doc, na tiyempo iralito ka namon kina programa.
Thank you, Doc.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Sumikuidado, gracias.
Oh, man.
Gracias.
Kung punaan ay el linya di, Doc.
Corta wala
Maka-check
linya
pala
di,
yung
Doc.
mensahe. Hello, Doc?
Ay, hello po.
Yes, Doc. I was saying, thank you so much, Doc. Apuera lang si Chen itong otro mensahe. Before, again, we say thank you to you. Go ahead, Doc.
Igwala man kita, sir, no? Stay safe. When I say safe, no, always use our mask, no? Always wash our hands. And the ating immune system, asa kita fuerte kasi esigat daton panlaban ara na sakit. And na the ating mga workstations, no, I recommend kung pwede open doors, open windows. At least there must be 6 times na exchange of air or ventilation. Yun.
Okay. Doc, otra vez, thank you so much for your time. Yadali to ka namong kinaprograma Dateline Teleradyo to clarify ese mga asunto que taestranya el mga gente. Thank you so much, Doc.
Opo, gracias.
Gracias,
Thank
Doc.
you.
Dr. Norvi Jalani, uno del mga famoso epidemiologists, mga bisinos sa Zamboanga City Medical Center.
Pero klaro di sa explanation.
Yes.
Kung may kita spansa, always kita scientific approach. Kahit siya na di aton mga bibientes namin, ang sinayapirmi, tas iba notisya, without verifying cosa gayot el actual scenario or actual case del pasyente. So, importante sa mga bisino, sabi kita, pati nung may kita krese ba, akel ba, o abla only in Zamboanga. Well, it could happen in other places.
Okay. And it's happening actually, no? We really needed to discuss this matter, mga bisinos, because there are individuals or people out there really to create, confusion kun ang mga gente by saying, kusaya gayot, accident, motor aksidente, positive, mga sina. So, we hope, mga bisinos, we were able to contribute to your knowledge acerca de ese mga kaso, mga bisinos.
Ang sino nakagala sa gentleman, no? Kay si Ma'am Midsiko, habla pale, mio sobrino, sir, ya party el cabeza, ya lleva na Makati Medical Center para kusi el frente, automatic yaman naman swab test, kay entra na OR, SOP del hospital. SOP kat gala.
Well, so gani, di ba, ara gani si tangkompay na hospital, in addition to cosa tutapaga, like room, medical test, can require ganin kung ustedes ara paga for the PPE of those who will attend to you.
Yes.
So,
There is a
additional
need-
ganin siya actualmente.
Okay, kung tabla ka ni attorney, there is a need to swab because, again, manada mga positive asymptomatics. Okay? Meaning, no hay sintomas, mga bisino. So, precaution niya kada si standard del World Health Organization que debe gayot, no? Si taginda to na hospital, especialmente upon assessment by the experts kay comorbidities or to sintomas, automatically maskin vehicular accident pa siya. Maskin niya kay patunapono, maskin niya kumito spaghetti,
Habla si doktora, makita tumakape.
Kome daw butong, di ba? Siya na may example.
Yaginda na hospital, kaya mandunglan, pero you showed symptoms del COVID, nisita contigo man swab. And so, resulta positive na tiene mga individual. Kusaya gayot, yan dalang kumibutong, porque man yung swab. Yan dalang kumi spaghetti, porque man yung ginda na hospital yung swab. Kung sa tiene kasi, kung el COVID-19, yakay na pono, yung accident, porque man yung swab.
De verasan, hindi man tayo kita po diin kita para kung mga bibiyante. De pregunta di asina kay Bien unusual kayo. No gani emperma, hindi gani kilabla, empermo tiyan fever, tiyan calor. Sino ay payo uwi kong doktore ang kwento, na makiniyo, ay admit siya na tamin yung the same question na di mi pensamiento.
Well, si iyo lang, iyo personalmente, hindi ko taldas panta. Kay iyawi nga ni explanation tamin di Dr. George Rojo, pati di Dr. Puchi Jimena in one Saturday episode di ato na kaya ansina nga nito susede. So, aka gani ara dahil tamin si Ma'am Mitsiko. Mira to.
Eskopito ka del mga hospital. Once entra to na OR.
Akal na Makati Medle tabla. Ya entra. Ya ase surturel kabesa. But still, yung subject namin kunti ko siyempre na swab test.
Amo nga ni tabla, attorney. Good for those who are able to listen or watch El Cuento'y Salud every Saturday aquí na Dateline Teleradyo. But manada pa siyempre no ay pwede sabi as to why they continue also to question, no? Kaya uwi sila ng mga otro gente who are out to poison the mind of the people by playing ese mga kaso de vehicular accident ketabla kusaman se yamang aksidente ng motor porque man yamang swab ablangasan ablangasan na tauwi el mga gente
ablangan si 161 no bakit kung na-aksidente ba sa motor or mahulog sa puno immune na sa COVID hindi na dadapuan ng COVID everybody is not safe so let's stop thinking na porque nahulog lang sa puno question nyo na bakit positive agad
and that is precisely the very reason why we are discussing this for you to understand mga bisinos para si Chineman Bosotos tauhi na kwantos mga individual kenta huga-huga ko na si kaso para embenenal kabesa you wouldn't mga bisinos believe them anymore kay again right now tauhi kita kusa ba si atong gobyerno kusa ta-imbentaya lang sila ara kaso de COVID kusa ba kusa ba si aura el gobyerno di aton chinekota porque kusa ba si machine di aton design
así na lang itong preguntas chinekota
nakita ustedes mga bisinos ya desgrasya ng motor ya man swab mangkel kunele en ya queda mangkel positive ya anda pari mga bisinos por aquel ay na bonito kaya uy
después si malas un poco ya muri na hindi na pwede saka el pariente con el cuerpo
bonito mga bisinos and then amo ka na si tahuga-huga by the people who are out to poison the mind of the people against the government.
Gentlemen, permiso. Talinya junto de telepono kanaton este mga tiyempo si Hadja Sara Handang del Department of Education. Ma'am, magandang umaga po.
Magandang umaga po. Good morning.
This is Attorney Enriquez po together with Al Alhabsi and Philip Aboy po, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can you enlighten us? Pakilaya ma'am, de ustedes are el Division Virtual Basic Education Kick-Off today?
Yes, sir. Amo ganit sir nuyan launch el national mandate di aton ara kay to launch our Handang Isip, Handang Bukas Division DELCP Kick-Off today no at 8:30 but it will be in the virtual platform. Na live SSR na di amon FB account del DepEd sa Buanga DepEd tayo sa Buanga City, sir.
Alright, assalamualaikum Haj, no, yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all sets, all systems go na tayo tungkol sa virtual education na to?
Opo. Yes, sir. This is how to inform our constituents, our students, our parents in Zamboanga City as to the different preparations that we are doing for the opening of classes, no? Kaya the public should know, and our parents, our students, what are the preparations that DepEd is doing at this point in preparation for the opening of classes, which is a distance learning modality, yung no face-to-face, no? So with this, we have a program today, which will be from 8:30 to 12 noon. And there are some highlights that we would like the public to know, because in this program, we will be presenting the basic education learning continuity plan of the division and its readiness report in terms of health preparation and in terms of the different modules that we will be using,
Yes.
platforms that we will be using for
Okay.
in the delivery of education.
Okay, ma'am, anong maaasahan ng mga tao pag pinag-uusapan natin yung virtual education na to na dito ho gaganapin yan sa telebisyon ng TV11, right?
Ang platform na gagamitin namin ngayon, sir, is Facebook, no? Live siya sa Facebook na account ng Division of Zamboanga City. Pero ang TV11 and DXCL is our partner now, considering that they are giving us free block time in their TV and radio stations dahil we partner with them
Yes.
in the delivery of our lessons, no? Kasi yung ating module, may mga module, sir, na mahirap talaga siyang gawin kung mag-isa lang, no? So, kailangan ang alalay ng guro. So, since ang guro hindi pwedeng pumunta sa mga bahay-bahay, we will use the TV and radio to reach our students.
Okay, Monday to Friday. Cosa el frequency, ma'am, del di aton lecture on television or virtual. Monday to Friday, igual klase, ma'am?
Si sir, kaya pagana kita Saturday and Sunday, man-replay kita a lesson for the week on the Saturday and Sunday para aquellos mga parents sa ginakasa, parents who are working, they can still monitor and even help their children to this mode of learning, no, during Saturdays and Sundays.
Hello, ma'am. Apart from TV11 and DXCL, siya na pa ba otro mga media outfit? Kaya pregunta si Datun Congressman Joao Jimenez.
Sí, tiene pa kita, sir,
okay.
Radio Marino del Fisheries. Tiene kita LRMN.
Okay.
Después tiene LDXEL. Tiene kita sa LDXAS for our ALF, no? LRT, di ato mga alternative learning system.
Pero LTV, ma'am, LTV, TV11 lang.
TV11 lang, sir. And 2 cable channels, sir. We have Mindanao Cable and Sky Cable, sir.
Okay.
All right. I hope you wouldn't mind if we ask why, of all TV stations, why TV11?
First, it was the TV11 who responded to our letter. We sent the letter to all media outlets in Zamboanga City, and I was really very happy to receive a positive response coming from TV11. So I'd like to really thank Mama Chua for really coming out of way to help them at Zamboanga City in this kind of partnership.
And you say, ma'am, libre el TV11 ya dalo con ustedes?
Yes, sir. Libre el airtime 4 hours a day and also in the TV 4 hours a day. So that's something, no? That's a big amount donated to DepEd. But then we can invoke our 8525, which is the Adapt a School program. And through the Revenue Regulation 10-2003, which by we will be helping TV11 to process for tax incentives with this.
Alright. Ma'am, kaya kayo sabi, no? Cosa ka consideration del DepEd into agreeing to partner with TV11 to make the station the carrier of your virtual education. Cosa kayo specifically? What made you consider? Cosa consideration aquí? El Puersa, el what?
Sir, one of our consideration, we consider everyone, no? We consider everyone as partners. But then TV11 have responded positively, and plus the reach, the frequency is reach to all, and everybody can, all over Zamboanga City can be viewed. And I mean, we are catering to the people of Zamboanga City so that we really need a media outfit that can reach, if not all, but most of our learners in Zamboanga City, because we have learners coming from the hinterland, coming from the island. And so with this kind of frequency that TV11 is having, we are assured that we are reaching our learners.
Ma'am, since today launching, no, del Ustedes Division Virtual Basic Education, quando ma'am man-start, ma'am, man-play el di aton mga episodes sa Kina TV11, ma'am?
Sir, our opening of classes is on August 24, no? So we will also start playing our module, a pre-recorded episode. We have in charge for that si Dr. Koime. She is in charge with the LRMDS. We will be preparing the materials, a pre-recorded materials that will be given to our TV and radio outfit, no? And we have schedules for every subject, every grade level, ko sa LDIA, ko sa Ancina, no? Through memorandum, we send it to the field so that the school heads will be able to brief the teachers, and the teachers would brief, orient the parents as to the schedule of the subject that we will be airing both in TV and radio.
Ma'am, chinegal mga other important questions, no? How about akil mga chineman si mga estudyante kal tabla kita mga special children, akil mga SPED, no? Dapat chinetamin alternative learning system. Kilaya sila man pwede man avail kung sa distance learning kay importante din presensya del mga teachers.
That's a very good question, sir, no? Since we are catering to education for all, so there is no reason for this group of learners, for our special education for SPED learners, alternative learning system, and the Madrasa education program. So these are flagship program, special program of DepEd. Aside from the 4 subjects that we have, we give 1 cable channel and 1 TV station to a radio station also to cater for this special education.
Channel is separate time slot.
Okay, ma'am. Allow us to figure out el programa na television. How would it look like, ma'am? Chene maestra, how many teachers will be sitting na programa? Pakilaya, interaction, meaning
no.
They will be open to questions or how?
One-way instruction. It's a one-way instruction where we pre-record the episode for the day.
Recorded,
Pre-recorded, sir. Ang mga maestra actually aras ang record sila first week and second week across subjects, across grade levels. But then, the presentation is like really a lesson, no? A lesson. Como classroom setting, but it is a pre-recorded episode that we will just be giving a tape or a USB to the radio stations 3 days before the airing of this, so that the radio stations and TV stations would also have time to review.
So kosa sa mga estudyante, ma'am, given that scenario kay pre-recorded, ikribi lang kay definitely no interaction.
No, this will come along with that module that they have, that we will be distributing.
So mientras tamira sila al TV, tan refer sila na module. Okay. Now how about akil mga subject that entails physical education, mga elective, kilaya kel?
There is still a demo for that, sir. We will have demo teaching like elective, no? Example, kita lesson about welding, no?
Welding,
so teacher, ito na diya mga senior high school, no? Kasi yung mga strands on PDL. So dalagat nila si sir, video ko nila, pakilaya gayot, el mga steps, kosa-kosa, el mga materials, pakilaya mga welding, in that manner. So the children will now follow also, holding their module. They will also follow in terms of the module, and they are following in the TV. Then there are, in that subset, in that module, we have evaluation.
No ilang gani actual.
Lang gani actual. Kaya we
ma'am,
have face-to-face, sir.
Ma'am, handang, if I may take your words, virtual education, uno sa del mga support kunel method of e-learning, of module.
Method of distance learning, sir. Blended learning modalities of DepEd Zamboanga City, and mostly all over the Philippines. It was launched that Philippines is really using modules and the TV and radio platform as a support, instructional platform for the delivery support. It's a support. No? But the main But the main material that we will be using is the module.
Support instructional material con el cosa talla na module.
Sí, sí.
Okay.
Oo. And siguro ma'am, no? Mga telegenic gayot el Kensintali.
Ano, mga bonita, mga maestra.
Kay mga estudyante, mira pa lang. Ay, may man-makeup si ma'am na may magana mira.
Sí. And Sir Miratono, in the preparation for DepEd, we also train our teachers in radio and TV broadcast. So they know what are the etiquettes in the TV, the dress code, and how important is the facial expression, the voicing, mga ansina, sir, no? So we did preparation, have seminars on that, no? So rest assured that what we will be airing is really within the bounds of law for media, what's this, for responsible
Okay. Ma'am, este dia man launch kun ese virtual education daton. So what can you expect na launching, ma'am?
I think
sa programa
you can expect what are the preparations of DepEd Zamboanga City in terms of its readiness, no? Its readiness to cater our students even if they are staying at their homes and at the comfort of their homes, no? How are we going to prepare? How are we going to implement our program for distance learning and blended modalities using our module as our main education device or tool, and using TV and radio to aid our modules on the field. The modules will be given to each learners, each subject, across grade level for free. I would like to emphasize that this is for free. Hindi po babayaran yan, free yan. Kasi may budget po ang DepEd, and our local government had allocated substantial amount for the expenses that will be incurred in the production of this module.
Okay.
Lastly, ma'am, handang go ahead, invite the students
and the parents. And the parents.
Yes, and the parents to always tune in not just this virtual education before we say thank you to you, Ma'am Hadja Sara Handam.
Okay, so kung nagbibiyentes sa Zamboanga City, invite ko kung ustedes que Mira, este día el amon kick-off, no? Virtual kick-off, pag na Facebook, pwede ustedes mira, ay para intende ustedes, pakilaya kami, ya prepara para de ustedes mga anak, magkintalina casa, continua lang kita, siyempre el edukasyon, at as always, and it's the battle cry of our Secretary of Education, that even if classes are suspended, but education must not stop. So, gani, no, para sali ustedes informaw, pakilaya el edukasyon de ustedes mga anak sa ginakasa para hindi ustedes paminasa. Pabor, ustedes man-tune in con el kick-off para intindi ustedes, pakilaya kami el ase, el implementasyon del di aton VELCC platform and the blended learning platform of our education.
Ma'am, kompletaya kita, ma'am. Hindi todo sabi mang sa Chabacano, mang Ingles, mang Tagalog, hindi todo tayo intindi. Kompletaya kita, ma'am. Paborya, man Tausug, man Bisaya. Sige, kompleta. Take your time, ma'am. No problem.
So, maayong buntag sa inyong tanan, nga atong mga ginikanan, kami na nagdapit sa inyo, nga mamati sa karong buntag na among programa sa virtual kick-off niya ng DepEd, para inyo yung masabtan o paunsa ang DepEd nga muhatag og edukasyon sa inyong mga anak, maski naa sila sa balay. So mamati ta para atong masabtan o paunsa nato himuon ni, ug kinsa-kinsa ang ato ang pwedeng kuhaan sa mga module, kinsay muhatod sa inyong balay, ug kinsa ang mag-monitor sa inyong mga anak nga taan sila sa balay pero murag na alangkod sila sa classroom. So, balikan na ako, udapit ko ninyo nga mutong atong tanawon or may mamati na sa ato ang virtual kick-off karong puntaga 8:30 to 12 no. Daghang salamat. Assalamualaikum pa mga nagdurungog ka adlaw ini. Kamo, yari kamo ya-update na mo among durungog
di programa sin virtual kick-off sin basic education learning continuity plan sin DepEd Zamboanga City supaya kahati lang niyo bang jadiin in antara sin pag-school sin mga anak niyo di hadaira sin Zamboanga ni kanyan sila habay bang jadiin in pagbihil na mo sin mga module niya supaya di mabugto in pag-school sin mga anak niyo minsan di kita pandemic. No? So para kaingatan niyo, dumungog ka mo di virtual kick-off in DepEd Zamboanga City, bihaon, lisag walo yung tunga, up to lisag ang putas duwa si mataas to ba. Magsukol ka niyo kataan.
Okay.
Ma'am, thank you so much. Magsukul. Dagang salamat.
Linguist galeta si Ma'am Sarah.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Sarah.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Haji Sara Sandang.
Sabi sa descuantol ayuda del city government con ese esfuerzo. Mismo si Dr. Roy Tubalya i-anunsya 70 million.
Okay.
I-ayuda el city government through its local school board.
Nakachin yung miedo. Baka kaya tayong subject kali del motion, kali na konseho. We will check si contribution del city government alin na virtual education. Tachin yung miedo, baka question na tayo.
Kasi hoda sila, question na sila. Ba't mga importante para el mga bata, pati el mga maestro-maestro, mga eskwela
Edukasyon sa del mga bata, ablagita para kol di aton mga maestra kami.
Of course. To strengthen the quality of education. Kaya kung tablaganin kita, cherry module, virtual education, supportas no? Wherein, tamira sila tamang explain el mga teachers on all subject matters mga bisinos in support kunakel module kaya dali ko mga bata. No?
Pati agi sa mga bisinos na GBPI TV11 na Magic 95.5.
Mira to, cosa el razón, yung pregunta yo, cosa la consideration? The rich.
Because of the rich.
Rico kitaki.
Pati yan dahil libre, ha? Libre, alegre ka tol debit, yan dahil libre, 3 oras, ha? So, it only shows the generous heart.
Bueno que ya aclara si Mamandang, libre, ya dale TV11 management, after deciding to partner with after recognizing el fuerza del TV11, bueno que le aclara. Kay sino tiene también el rachada. Ay, kusaya gayot el GBPI TV11.
Ay, correcto.
Pati channel ni habla, no hay dokat problema aquí na GBPI TV11.
No
problema.
Por eso alegre, mention na si Mamandang kay libre. Otherwise, tiene también aquel mga rebentabuchi habla, uy, es cosa man el education, el Department of Education, cuánto ya también ya bla 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 bla, sabi man to, who are out there to poison the mind of the people.
Okay, debla kay mapuwersa. Mapuwersa tiene veras
of course.
Mira to el message sale primero dale el mensaje alina programa mga bisinos. Siyempre dito na honorable alcalde Maria Isabel Climaco.
Es el program si attorney.
Sí, después si congressman Jawo Jimenez,
congresista de masa.
Sí, y si congresista Marix Dalipe. Tali también si Dr. Isabelita Bores, el regional director. Después tali también si Dr. Roy Tubalya. Amo el
Division of Schools Superintendent.
Sí, el closing remarks will be given by Dr. Norma T. Francisco. También mío maestra ng kolehiyo. Sí.
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
I move that we refer this matter to the Committee on Education. And then summon the DepEd officials. Porque no hay incluir con el mga konsehal ali na programa.
Porque no hay gali? Ay, nuhay. Nuhay.
Kaya para minti-minti lang. Siman, refer to committee and then lamaman summon.
Naman sa si Tiempo kampanya Tiempo de edukasyon
Alam mo gani, hindi mo kampanya, pero kampanya yung lakto.
Come pasi ora. Kanya lang.
Eleksyon niya.
Después, este hora, mga bisinos ka, takondusiya el kick-off di suyo via online. No? Gane el...
Baka pwede kita mang-hook up el message del mayor.
Mucho mga bisita.
Pabor naman.
Na Facebook lang nila, Facebook account.
Facebook nila. Then mang-hook up lang kita kung el mensahe di Kong Jowa, pati di mayor.
El presentation of initiative and testimonials di mi amigo, si Patricio, si Bad Salvador, amo el master teacher one of Baliwasan Central School.
Just to give an idea, Torni, no? El corrida de ese virtual, dali daw miramat SO lit talio, wherein television, el mga maestra, tali, tamang kwento, abla, for example, no? Si maestro. Alright, children, ladies and gentlemen, parents, our dear parents, our topic for today is biology.
Okay.
Oh.
Bonito.
Sinakel, no?
Pwede.
Bla, 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 bla. Por eso, do not ask question. Class, what is our topic for today? Sino can contesta? Ma'am, biology is our topic for today.
Sabi yo, pregunta tabi to. Mang. Kosa daw saging na English.
Diba kami rin akil na video. Class, our topic for today is biology. One, what is biology? Para si one. Ma'am, biology is legal teacher. Kaya si ready. Biology, ma'am, is our topic for today. Kaya sila balis katel.
Lumaya lang man spelling ha, kal mga nature.
Pero importante sa mga bisinos, no? So, na daily program later on, covers na launching mga bisinos. Ablagit ako mga mayores, kung mga bata, no? Aki ustedes man tutok na TV11 na Magic 95.5 FM. Kay kabal programa del mga Dateline Teleradyo Morning Edition, entra ya.
Okay.
El programa del DepEd until 1 o'clock.
Importante ba si mga vecinos, our dear parents? Bien importante because aquí puede vosotros entender cosa gayot, el explanation, cosa se taabla alin na module and how will you go about dali con ustedes module.
Sí.
No? I think na public schools no ay online, no? Kaya mahina, no?
Oy, kaya gali kita kasi repetitivo, di akorda yun ha. Akil ba kaso del mga special children? Mga special kids. Yan naman si akil mga autistic. Yan si mga special education with special care, no? Akil SPED. Yan na daw separate ora el mga bata. Hindi junto ko na sa mga akil regular ora del konsasyon.
Okay.
Man-announce pa sila.
So, bire otra vez el importance de ese mga vecinos, no?
Sí.
Bien importante, our dear parents. So, you guide also, while your children are watching, you have to be with them para pwede giya, no? Giya kung yung mga bata, sino man sila intindi kun ma'am, kosa gayot, yung mga explain, para pwede giya. Because si apuera sina klase, el lecture di ma'am, aquel actual, si ma'am tamang kwento, base na cosa vosotros siya kopya, baga. No? Di ba na classroom, takopya kita, iskribi si ma'am. Alright. So, el estudyante, kopya. Now, later on, the teacher will come in and explain, verb is present, blah, 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 blah. O, virtual education, mga bisinos, aquí na television, el explanation di kanda ma'am. Por eso, nisita gayot, mandaman tutok pini con el mga bata de vosotros with your guidance para pwede vosotros man-solve or contesta con el module que dali kanda ma'am con ustedes.
Pero may bonito first time sa mga bisinos because of the pandemic, no? So, por medio de television, mga bisinos. Pero takorda yun, no? Siguro DBL di ato na DepEd, mas umenta pa. Takorda ba yun, cuando jutay pa, cuando bata pa yun, tiyan yung mga programs sa sali, like aquel mga educational, no? Like, antes takorda ka dyan, aquel batibot, no? Tamira, amigo siya, aprende Italy. Aquel tiyan yung Americanize un poco, mga Sesame Street, no? DBL kasi man revive otra vez aquí na Pilipinas, no? Kaya tamira yung huntot na kung mga bata tamira cartoons como na Malaysia, chinya ba sila dila own tamen, no? Okay. I hope DepEd tamen, el DepEd man apply tamen otra vez aquí. Like learning baledo is a cartoon, for example, or TV show for children, but at the same time talia and learning gani mga bisinos.
Alright, aklaran kita otra vez, no? Base na ko sa habla si Mamandang. Cosa puede esperar sa mga parents kay mangkwento ang mga ang mga teachers online, na television, base na kosa yaman provide modules. Hindi siya abla kay kosa sila kere mangkwento, amo lang kere sila mangkwento. So no, they are guided by the modules, no? Elyadale ko ng mga bata, por eso gani necesita gayot otro vez que mantutok vosotros because aquí amang kwento kanda ma'am kanda sir, explanation na module de vosotros. They will not talk anything, no? Other than what has been provided na module. Okay? Alright.
Punto ka natin.
Thursday araw mga bisinos.
Yes.
Es el día tamang ka natin por medio del telepono. Antes, aquí gayat na studio, el nana del Diaton Ciudad, Maria Isabel Beng Climaco Salazar. Mayor, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Al, Philip, Attorney.
Morning, Mayor.
Morning, ma'am.
Mga radio listeners and the viewers. Tita, siya kaya gani, El Diato na the opening of the school and the city government. Will be working very hard with the DepEd. In fact, yan sila. Dia that Dr. Roy Zavala invited us, and we would like to just give our full support to the educational system, the ating superintendent of schools, together with the district supervisors, principals, teachers, and pupils and parents, no? Sabi ustedes, el grande gayot el news del aton educational system, el cabinet, in fact, yan un principal talyama komiko, because tamira kita tuturnin kagat el DepEd ng mga learning materials. In fact, ideally, it should really be one kita learning material for pupils, but I think yan daw system doon, they apalpa sila na printing and there's a sharing system, but it's very, very kita risky that the DepEd must really review, especially kasi yung mga documents na di aton sa sila necesita pagayot ng disinfect, no? And I hope that there will be a system para mas importante gayot el aprendida del mga bata. And in my message to DepEd, ablagan niyo that the parents will really play a role. Although major part ng mga parents di aton want to go back to MGTQ, will have to focus on livelihood because 46,000 people have lost their jobs. It is really going to be a community effort to kita raise a child in this new normal para pwede ganit ang sila aprende. And sumatotal di aton, kaya ganit kami na studio and DepEd tabla kay kaya mga bata hindi na pwede toma el oportunidad del edukasyon en este tiempo, but we will try to really maximize and level the atin na Zamboanga. Kaya pa kasi kita mga deliverables for DepEd, the atin mga learning laboratories in different districts that we want to complement, and even the mga materials for our teachers so that they will really be able to teach our pupils. Because na Zamboanga City alone, and mga maestra di ato, niya prepara gayot ang nila mga modules. In fact, aplakani si Dr. Tubalia, mismo el di ato na DepEd Regional Director, yung mirakani kay mas materials sa Zamboanga is more comprehensive, but it is not as thick as compared to the ones of the DepEd. And we really have to abide by the minimum requirements para el mga skills that target kita na DepEd ay pwede kita man-meet and competency sa yating mga bata. So as we prepare for the new school year ahead, we hope to expedite also the bidding, the paperwork, and the completion of our required materials for our teachers so that they will be able to help our pupils. Kaya among kaya pibigat el DepEd, mandi-align tayo kita el mga pondo tapos yung signed answers para ng mga auto programa para lang kayo po kita produce sa mga materials para di ating mga bata.
Teacher Beng, cosa tu tamira, how effective would this be? El virtual education del DepEd aton para ng mga bata?
Well, it is the first time that we are ever doing this in terms of modular education. In my statement to the DepEd family, that includes the teachers and the students, it is quite difficult for the teachers to handle at kita face-to-face classroom at this moment, but it will really be very challenging. No, sabi kita effective because pero again, difícil, it's going to be challenging because we will have to learn in this new normal. Dali kung vosotros ejemplo, no? In the case of the local government unit, mayor parte ng mga activities from the national government down has already been done virtually. And we have to adjust, and we've quite adjusted, and we are learning ourselves, no? In the meetings that we had with Secretary Galvez, Secretary Lorenzana, Secretary Anyo, the mayors, the local chief executives, and even the NEDA, LCILG, DBM, todo kita yung kabaman adjust. It is going to be really challenging but a learning opportunity. And we hope, because el mga bata di atin has always been resilient, el mga pupils, ako na kita, di ba, si kita mga disasters, for the ulan, at tiene kema, el classrooms, el school building, el covered court di atin, kan pwede, tausa kita, no, na mga eskwela. And yet the children have to adjust. So it is one way that our pupils, being resilient children, will be able to adjust and learn. And I would like to ask the parents that are listening to us, then the teachers, let us take on this challenge. It's a learning experience. I myself am learning in the new normal. Toma kita bentaja, oportunidad de todo lo que tiene el gobierno para poder i-aprender mga bata. We will take on the challenge. And I believe in the Filipino, in the Zamboangueño pupil, that we will be able to learn and meet the expectations of DepEd so that el mga competencies din di ating mga jóvenes, el mga bata pwede kita man-learn. In line with that, USA is coming up with a new program for the young people. It's going to be launched this coming week, I think on the, if I'm not mistaken, on the 16th of August. That will also give an opportunity kasi antes siya programa donde más de 3,000 out of school youth kayot ya puede gradua por medio del diato test the training, and we are preparing for this set of programs to also meet the needs of our out-of-school youth. Because ang mga out-of-school youth, amo sa mga jóvenes di atin kaya hindi na pwede mas-inspira otra vez na kita system of learning, but they will be learning skills, and we will complement that. And then on the part of the barangay, there is a program of what we call Rich Health that has been supporting the city government in our next batch of training ko ng mga barangays. They have started with the barangays that have COVID cases kay more than 44 years sila na sila de Zamboanga. And I have spoken to the barangay captain of Talon, Calarian, Santa Maria, and del Barangay Capitan también del Zone 2. Todos sila mga identified barangays with COVID cases. And what we are really determining and trying to weigh, and they kasi, sabi ko sa mga kapitan, what do we do since there are communities on lockdown that do not want to be swabbed? So again, dapat daw gani mga health professionals, mga doctors or CHO, we cannot force them to kaya sila mag-swab. So if they do not want to be swabbed, then the community lockdown, instead of the 14-day quarantine, lockdown has to be extended to 21 days. So these are some of the concerns that we have to adjust. And sa pitigat ng mga barangay, more enforcement, stricter implementation of these policies. In fact, yan na ganit ang mental yan sa mga barangay sa reklama. Pakitsura kita on lockdown area yan, no? Yan ang mga kagawad na pumunta ka natin. Yan pa mga otohente na hindi tan respeta ko nito. Kahit na kontinua pa sila, sali na kamino without mask, etc. So what do we need to do? And then, on the other hand, yan naman, for example, ang mga officials and representatives of Barangay San Roque, they were telling me that pwede sila man-adjust from more than 5 puroks that are on lockdown. Arat na take care yan sila of 5 puroks. And they really have to train el mga gente, cambio gata costumbre, that kasigigat sila si on el diyan, say quarantine pass A, on the B, hindi sila debe sali tan enforce ka sila na barangay, i-apprende ang mga gente. And for me, I think I would like to commend these barangays and the communities that have already adjusted to the quarantine period that yapwede ka sila sige, and I hope we will maintain it. Kasi sinira kita ng mga studio, Al, Philip, and as well
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
COVID can only be fought in three things. Immediately, wearing of face mask, hand washing and sanitation, and social distancing. Tablangan kita, bien grande el tormento del COVID sa iba ka natin, pero bien easy ng gayot el solusyon si kita sa ICT. So again, wearing of face mask or face shield, plus hand washing and social distancing will save us. Now, I have received very recent information on the status of Zamboanga, and we are opening this for the public, no, po sa bilang comment. Kaya ba vosotros MGCQ kita or GCQ or ECQ? Todo estos, we will have to submit to the DILG because there is already a recommendation that came out. Now, sa Ablagasyo as mayor, no matter kung sa gayot whatever level of quarantine we have, for as long as we have to abide by these three Ablakita requirements of face mask and face shield, hand washing and sanitation, this will really be a deterrent to stop and prevent COVID. So the options are in our hands. Whatever ang quarantine status po sotos patamira, necesita kita sige, napibigat yun, kikoopera kita. So it's about time we have to help our businesses. And I'm very excited also because the city government yesterday met and we will have a continuous series of meetings to also update us. Next week, we will be launching our digital dashboard prepared by Sir Alan Aldon, engineer Sikat, sila Jessie, La Pili, La Team. It's a digital dashboard that hopefully the government is sharing to the public, and hopefully Dateline will be able to cover because bien bonito gayot el dashboard, idali kita real-time data. Mira vosotros, allá na mapa del ciudad de Zamboanga, cuánto el active cases of COVID y cuánto bilugte sila sa linang komunidad. So, si man anda to na kita website, it's an application or just a website, mas get it, kita data, pwede kita man click into a particular barangay, i-ali-apuya el número del caso de COVID. Para si tú también tiene mga kita plano de caminar allá, mira kita el caso de COVID, pwede kita también con ese mga di-aton on necessary projections and preparations para kita pwede tiene kita el sistema of projecting, protecting, and preparing. So I hope that we welcome this digital dashboard courtesy of the hard work of our colleagues in the city government. So we have the number of cases of COVID that are increasing in the city of Zamboanga. Is something that we really have to face up because this is really the projection of our doctors that in the second week of August and entering the third week, the cases will increase. And how do we resolve this? We will improve our testing. We will have to improve our contact tracing by adding more jobs available for people, and of course the treatment. So on behalf of the city government of Zamboanga, starting with the family as the first line of defense, we advocate wearing of face mask, hand washing, and disinfection in houses, and social distancing. And we really have to meet the new school year for our pupils this coming week with the opportunity kedali kita po ng ating mga bata, po ng mga maestra para aprende.
Mayor?
So, Teacher Ben, welcoming a new school year ahead, but new opportunities to battle COVID.
Mayor?
Kap Walmart na asking Kap. Kita yaman ng DC barangay. Ya contestal el Tetuan is fighting, and I really like that spirit. Nabalet Tetuan is fighting. Ya bal uno official del barangay de San Roque on the part of Barangay San Roque, el bilang mga PPNS, kung kuya aprende yung disiplina, I'm very hopeful that if we have this kind of leadership in the barangay, if we have this kind of residents in the barangay, with the grace of God and our Blessed Mother Mary and Saint Joseph, we will be able to see victory in COVID-19, provided that the fathers, the mothers, and our children and grandparents will support this kind of move para hindi niya na LD atin sa hospital. Otherwise, taplagano sila durante el meeting ayer cuando punto kita ko ng mga doktor, si Doktora Dulce, si hindi kita mag-behave, then man-double LD aton 348 cases of COVID. I can say 600 active if we do not do something about it. That is why I am asking everyone, let us cooperate to save lives.
Okay. Mayor, teacher? Kung may pregunta, ulbid. And then si Este Galeon, no? You used to be a teacher and you used to tell your students, class, study your lesson. Well, takyaman to, curious sa dito reaction, no? Sabi to, el Consejo, specifically el Committee on Public Works, sa era committee hearing del ayer on the issue of that construction of quarantine facilities na Icozon. So, yasi sila pa sa invitation kung kwanto sa mga personas. Direkta man, we understand kaya nuay pa sa contigo. And then, iso happen, sa mga gente, nuay abuya. Mga oficiales na aura, yan dahil doon amenaso el chairman del committee ba, si hindi doon ta koopera estos mga oficiales del gobyerno lokal, hindi doon tamen koopera el Committee on Public Works, no? The issue here is the construction of the quarantine facilities na Icozon. So, amenaso kay Mayor, kung sa dito reaction ali?
Well, actually, I have already reached the Pangtungsod and I have asked also the hospital. We have made it a policy to the members of the Sanggunian, to the department heads, that in case they have invitations to address it to the mayor, because I am the one that is responsible for our department heads' availability and presence. As the issue of quarantine facilities is something that is needed. It was built during the time of enhanced community quarantine because we really needed to address last May 1st el que se llama COVID outbreak in the city jail, donde antes el número del ciudad de Zamboanga del COVID is only single digit, pero es decir, CP1, 2, 3, hasta 8. Yang dobla sa two numbers, hasta yung kita more than 100. That is why the government had to coordinate, and those supported by the private sector. El mga kaselyama, mga contractors that entered into supported the city government because why can quiere trabajar at that time.
Yes.
So there was such support of the private sector in building this. In fact, even the workers, nakita, ayudayan pa natin ang army para lang sinikita and now that it's done, the question of payment and documents are within the prerogative of the city legal to be able to appeal to the Sangguniang Panglungsod to assist us also and do our part in helping so that we know that was a sense of urgency. There should really be compliance of government accounting laws and procedures, which is with the ambit also of the COA. And I am appealing to the Sangguniang Panglungsod, humbly appealing to them to please support these measures because this is something that has served its purpose during the time of quarantine and enhanced community quarantine, and it will still serve its purpose in the coming days because we need more quarantine facilities and isolation for our COVID positive patients.
Okay.
So yesterday, Engineer Navarro was with us also all throughout because we had to address these issues. I was really telling the members of the Sanggunian that mismo kanda Dr. Munisimpo, Dr. Justin Paber, Dr. Dulce, at this moment of COVID, in as much as the Sangguniang Panglungsod would like to call them, whether via Zoom, and time nila has also to be shared with other urgent, equally urgent matters aside from their committee hearings because lives are at stake. And I appeal to the Sangguniang Panglungsod, particularly the different chairpersons that would want to thoroughly review, investigate within the ambit of their policies as provided for by the internal laws, rules, and procedures of the Sanggunian and provided for by Republic Act 7160 to also give our department heads that leeway because they have to share their time with other urgent matters, equally urgent to those that they have. Because we need to expedite the approval of all of this at the quarantine facilities. Anyway, naman sila mismo, I was with the ocular, with this chairperson. They were with us when we did an ocular in the building of this facility. That our intention was really to help. So I am soliciting also my appeal to the chairperson of the Committee on Public Works, to the Vice Mayor, Presiding Officer of the Sangguniang Panglungsod, and all the elected officials and all the members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod of Zamboanga to please help me. This is our time for us to help our citizens in whatever capacity that we have as duly elected representatives of our people or appointed representatives of our people to please support our campaign in fighting COVID. Let us make life bearable by cooperating, contributing, and using sound, solid judgment to support our programs that will benefit and have been benefited in the feeding of the hungry and healing of the sick.
Ma'am, uno lang yung kere aklaran, no? Because you have already an official spokesman. Kere di siya base, your spokesman will do the talking now. Mayor will concentrate on the na trabaho ya.
Yes, I have been concentrating in the work myself, and I would like to welcome our executive assistants and our designated representatives of the mayor, action person. So we'd like to welcome on board Councilor, our executive assistant, Charlie Mariano, that will be responding to our concerns. And then we would also like to welcome Engineer Alburao, that's already working on the ground for Reach Health. And this is partner, si Councilor Jimmy Villaflores, to also respond to our COVID needs in the community. Si Councilor Pareja, I have already signed this document so that we will have a recent personality, in terms of performing the added functions because of COVID. Si Vice Mayor Menaga, thank you very much for helping us with our budget. Hindi kami si Councilor Crisanto de la Cruz, the representative ng Sanggunian. Todo esto, si afirma kita na orden ejecutiva, kaya mandagani kita ira, kaya kita transparency. Sige kasi too, when it comes budget hearing, it's only the finance committee of the executive that should work on it. But being transparent, we open it up to having two members of the Sanggunian, including our presiding officer, to also assist us. Because at this time of the pandemic, my message is we really need help. So please help me, because the people of Pampanga really should be provided with our maximum support. Manayunahan kita. And with these two executive assistants and appointed, designated mayor's representatives to help the issues of urban concerns, issues of security. All of these are needed so that we will be able to focus more in managing the other pandemic.
Okay. Ma'am, por ultimo, dito yung mensahe kung di ato mga viewers, akin na programa Dateline Teleradyo before, we say thank you to you.
Okay, querido pong poblano sa siyudad de Zamboanga. This is now August 13th. We are really gearing up to learn and work and survive in the new normal. I am appealing to everyone, pabor kayo. Usa ay dating face mask and face shield, labay dating mano, ilang distansya. Sabi na kita, kung nag-record si atin na I've spoken to a convalescent COVID patient Sabad kami na kita. So, edad noon, the COVID mayor parte na sa Buanga Katupa is between the ages of 25 to 40 years old. They are not considered as part of those that we have been watching, the below 18 and above 60, but it is the middle-aged young Ablatica professionals that are found positive with COVID. So what does it say? It says much about the lifestyle that we need to live by, that COVID is infecting those that are not in the target area because of possible life threatening behaviors that we have. That means, desalahan kita el food chain, desalahan kita el abita partying in terms of, letting our guard down, because once we eat and once we share our food, that means that we remove our face mask, because it is ridiculous to eat and we cannot eat with a face mask. So this is a warning to those with that age bracket of 25 to 40. Please exercise maximum degree of discipline when in public, because COVID really has affected them. So as local chief executive, as mayor, I'm also appealing to our members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod to please help me. The pandemic does not choose the age bracket, nor does it choose the social bracket. 46,000 people have lost their jobs. And let us also give our support. And I'm really soliciting my appeal to all the members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod to help me weather this COVID pandemic. You see, we will be tested by the management that we have as mayor and the response that we have as Sangguniang Panglungsod. So look into the laws, rules, and procedures, study what is urgent and unnecessary, use whatever it is within your authority to be able to help and support manage this crisis without also removing your authority as Sangguniang Panglungsod. And together we will well respond to fighting COVID. But the support of the family is also very, very needed in these times of this pandemic. Allow us also, before I end, to express my deepest condolences to Police Sergeant Larry Balasaba. I went to his wake yesterday, met the family and 3 children. Sa estudya pa lang sila. He received a bullet in his brain for serving a warrant of arrest in Recodo. I condole with the family, with police station 8 at Villa Jefe, that has been multi-awarded police station, and Chief Alisimon Bautista. And we have to express our profoundest condolences for a person, Police Sergeant Larry Balasaba, and his teammates that have done and have he has given his life in the line of duty. The city government condoles with the family, has provided our support. Mismo si Congressman Chawo Jimenez has also provided his support, but I was telling the mom, the wife, that no amount of support can really take away the heroism, the dignity, the bravery, and the life of Police Sergeant Larry Balasaba. And we ask our Zamboangueño community to pray for them. We will not end here. We will fight it out and look for justice for the perpetrators that are at large, and using whatever support we have with the government, we ask everyone to provide information against the perpetrators of Police Sergeant Larry Balasaba that has been a hero in this time of COVID. No let up el Philippine National Police, no let up el Task Force Zamboanga. Next week, we will be expecting a turnover in the change of command. Whoever will be the Western Mindanao Command, we will give our wholehearted support. Our congratulations to our former Task Force Commander, Brigadier General Lionel Nicolas, Brigade Commander of the 102nd Brigade, who, my dear people of Zamboanga, I would like to proudly tell you, is protecting Zamboanga even at this moment. General Nicolas, marami pong salamat po was even late in the evening, kaliilit ang bihila para protehe ko ng siyudad de Zamboanga. And like manner also, congratulations to Colonel Joseph Thomas Martir for really your hard work. He is now 2 years in the city of Zamboanga, his second anniversary. Soon he will also be asked to leave Zamboanga City after 2 years stint. But the dedication under his leadership, his humility in the service, and making Zamboanga City outstanding overall the country is really one for the history of the Philippine National Police. Damo gid nga salamat, sir, under your leadership. And we would like to thank our medical frontliners and the ating mga healthcare professionals, from our barangay health workers, barangay health emergency response teams, barangay chairpersons, kagawad, tanod, to our medical frontliners, midwives, nurses, BHWs, police, military, even the BFP, PCG, CHO, Department of Health, our private hospitals, everyone that is in the battle and the forefront of COVID, our medical frontliners, barangay frontliners, security frontliners, may God bless us all. And together with the City of Zamboanga as Mayor, our department heads, and hopefully with the grace of God, the members of the Sanggunian, junto-junto kita kumbate con el COVID pandemic. Napabot na Diyos, levanta kita para hura con el mga enfermo, dale con aquel mga necesita. Ay prepara también kita next week from the distribution of the second wave del ating Social Amelioration Program Fund. Kung aquel mga barangay, tiene mga kita bayan centers, ay usa kita pero tapilitamen sila con el Task Force COVID para man-lift con el Sunday lockdown to be able to distribute assistance to the family. So, next week ay ma-distribute el DSWD junto con el oficina de Ma'am Sophie Rojas. Ma'am Sophie Rojas and the team and all our departments that have been really responding, even el OSENAR, the atons kita, abla kita distribute, collect on the aton garbage. We have really been on the lookout in the service, and even our city mayor's office team, city engineers, the RMO, photo kita in the city government that have been providing our 101 support at the Kennedy Avenue kita positive of the COVID, our prayers for the family, the city hall, and healing to everyone. May God bless Zamboanga City, Dateline Teleradyo family, Ma'am Loli, Sir Eddie, thank you very much. Philip, Al, Gian, Attorney Gian, Matt, Day, and everyone, Sila Ricky, Erickson, muchas gracias, and God protect you down to your security guards as well. Si Ate Raquel, salamat, and everyone. May God bless us and protect us always with our Blessed Mother Mary and Saint Joseph. So I would like to leave you with this question. Zamboanga City, are we ready to be under MGCQ, or would you want to remain under GCQ? Your answers will help us also in Task Force COVID, because we are only given a maximum of time frame for us to make our appeal. But nonetheless, be protected, wear masks, wash hands, and social distance. Vaya con Dios a todos. Thank you, David.
Muchísimas gracias, Mayor.
Mga vecinos, nanadal diaton siyudad, el alcalde, Maria Isabel Beng Climaco Salazar. Mga vecinos, stay tuned. Man, labita lang kami un ratito. When we come back, mga vecinos, continua kita diskuti otro mga asunto. Aquí na de ustedes, favorito programa, el
Dateline Teleradyo.
Pearl Morning. Pearl.
Sir Dong! Alam ko na! Ang Dunkin' Classic Milk Tea, pati na rin ang iced coffee, mas kababaliwan. So give in, dahil may kasama pang chewy, gooey, tapioca pearls. Kaya siguradong pearl fanatic.
Bukas ulit.
Give in to Dunkin'.
Pearl morning.
Sir, pa-share.
Sige.
Sir, pa-share.
Oh, sige.
Pa-share.
Care to share? Get the Dunkin' Best Buds Duo. All for 259 pesos.
Pareho ka ba kung Kuya Dodo? Kayod sa trabaho, aron mo kita para sa pamilya, bisan sa balay, banaw gamahan ang performance.
Naningkamot yun ko kay pobre. Pero ang akong panglawas, wala na ko pasagi nga luyahon sa sakit. Kaabag na ko ang Talan Herbs Capsule.
Ang Talan Herbs may malunggay, may vitamins ug minerals, makatabang paglikay sa mga viruses. Protocol, may folic acid, makataba para alerto ang memory. Ang palay, iron ug calcium, makataba sa normal blood pressure ug sugar.
Mahalagang maalala, ang Talan Herbs ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa mga uri ng sakit.
The magic of radio.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment,
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
giving you the most complete radio experience.
Crushing the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous
We are
Magic 95.5.
El coronavirus or COVID-19 ay un nuevo viral respiratory disease taman kalayat aura. Para prevenir con este, primero lava el día tu mga mano. Usa tissue o tapa usando del día tu mga mano sin estornuda o tose. Limpia y disinfect con el día tu alrededor. Observa social distancing, prevenir andar na mga publikong lugar, especialmente si manada gente. Si necesitas salir afuera, firmin liba hand sanitizer o alcohol. Uwi ang mga noticias estaba na diatong gobyerno lokal y el Departamento de Salud. 14 días para mga sintomas ay nabuya. Si tamang difícil a ustedes resulta, calentura o tos, mag-self-quarantine kita. Ilama na Zamboanga Task Force COVID-19 Hotline 955-9601 0966-175-4298.
Yes, Paka Bryce.
Saan tayo? Tara! May bagong bar. Let's go!
Nasaan yung bar?
Ayan.
Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
Budget-wise Ayala, Sangali, and Santa Maria is now open and ready to serve you. Convenient to shop, affordable appliances, grocery items, housewares, school supplies, and more. Spacious parking area. The most convenient place to shop. Shop now and bring your family at Budget-wise Ayala and Budget-wise Sangali. We are serving you better. Soon to open, Budget-wise Talon-Talon. Budget-wise, pasok sa budget.
I have a big barkada. I have a big family.
Making them happy is easy.
With the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal.
You get 3 boxes of donuts
For $3.49.
It's just like adding 50 pesos
To the price of your favorite bundle. Make more people happy.
with the Dunkin' Donuts Big Deal.
Tandaan ang tamang paraan ng paghuhugas at paglilinis ng kamay upang makaiwas sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Basain ng tubig ang mga kamay at sabunin. Unang sabunin ang mga palad at ang likod ng mga kamay. Kuskusin na maigi ang pagitan ng mga daliri at maging ang mga kuko. Isunod ang pagitan ng mga hinlalaki at kuskusin ng paikot ang mga dulo ng mga daliri sa magkabilang palad. Banlawang mabuti ang mga kamay sa malinis na tubig at patuyuin ang mga kamay gamit ang single-use towel o air dryer. Basta't sama-sama at laging handa, kaya natin to! Isang paalala mula sa DOH, PCOO, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
Prayer for COVID-19 frontliners. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord Jesus Christ, you traveled through towns and villages, curing every disease and illness. At your command, the sick was made well. Come to our aid now, amidst the global spread of the coronavirus, that we may experience your healing love. Jesus Christ, healer of all, stay by our side in this time of uncertainty and sorrow. Be with the doctors and nurses, researchers, and all medical practitioners who seek to heal and help those affected and to put themselves at risk in the process. May you give them your divine protection and peace. Be with the leaders of all nations. Give them the foresight to act with charity and true concern for the well-being of the people they are meant to serve. Give them the wisdom to invest in long-term solutions that will help prepare for or prevent future outbreaks. May they receive your peace as they work together to achieve it on earth. Wherever we are, surrounded by many people suffering from this illness or only a few, stay with us, O Lord, as we endure and mourn, persist, and prepare. In place of our anxiety, give us your peace. Lord Jesus Christ, heal us. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Pearl Morning.
Pearl? Sir Dong! Alam ko na! Ang Dunkin' Classic Milk Tea, pati na rin ang iced coffee, mas kababaliwan. So give in, dahil may kasama pang chewy, gooey, tapioca pearls. Kaya siguradong Pearl fanatic.
Bukas ulit.
Give in to Dunkin'.
Pearl Morning.
Sir, pa-share.
Sige.
Sir, pa-share.
Oh, sige.
Pa-share.
Care to share? Get the Dunkin' Best Buds Duo, all for 259 pesos.
The magic of radio.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment,
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
giving you the most complete radio experience.
Crushing the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous
We are
Magic 95.5.
Tandaan ang tamang paraan ng paghuhugas at paglilinis ng kamay upang makaiwas sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Basain ng tubig ang mga kamay at sabunin. Unang sabunin ang mga palad at ang likod ng mga kamay. Kuskusin na maigi ang pagitan ng mga daliri at maging ang mga kuko. Isunod ang pagitan ng mga hinlalaki at kuskusin ng paikot ang mga dulo ng mga daliri sa magkabilang palad. Banlawang mabuti ang mga kamay sa malinis na tubig at patuyuin ang mga kamay gamit ang single-use towel o air dryer. Basta't sama-sama at laging handa, kaya natin to! Isang paalala mula sa DOH, PCOO, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, la presentamos a ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa del Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradyo, 3 horas cada día. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene a ver con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV 11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Noticias, entrevistas y mga reports junto con el de aton mga compañeros y compañeras afuera. Este es Dateline Teleradio, que da informado, sabe, el más reciente noticias, el mga suceso que ta ocurrí aquí na de aton ciudad y na mga cercano lugar. Todos te, aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Alas 9:44 del día mga bisinos. So that leaves us about 16 minutes, gentlemen, before termina el programa Dateline Teleradyo Morning Edition.
Alright, no may kita meron na tiyempo, mandaitad, ha?
Okay.
O naman, baka naipaka ba kumi empanada? Ha? O baka yan dunglan?
Dunglan, Kel?
Na, timura yan swab, positive. Oh.
Tiyan na kita pregunta.
Yabla ka minante, di ba? Yabla si Doktora Norby. Tiyan na doon butong.
Positive. Oy, happy birthday, Irvin, o Michael Irvin Noblesa. Alin na tiktaful. Yung klaro dokot kita niya, no?
Uy.
Siguro tauwi sila na 95.5 Magic FM. Irvin, happy birthday, Bin.
90 preso atabla kita, 98 barangay si Philippine, naman tamile pwede habla desde Veterans Avenue hasta Licomo. So, todo 98 barangay.
Alright, antes kita anda kun Emil Tuban, kaya lang yung great happy viewing kun Albert Castillo,
Prex, good morning.
President del Four Wheelers Club. And of course, kun Cap James Yason del Cacao.
Happy viewing, Cap.
Happy viewing, Cap.
Emil Tuban, Commander T, Commander Ilyong.
Good morning. Buenas noches, Alice. Bakin na mamalung al tempo, sa mga tempo, no? Tagita na Barangay de Santa Maria. Oo.
Pregunta yo, kaya kami empanada?
Ya como yung empanada pati kuan.
Amos, basta na siya, solo-solo, ya.
Aquí la casa del familia Russe.
Familia Russe. Sino,
Aquí se acerca la iglesia. Display sila empanada pati lumpia pati siopaw.
Por eso gané por causa del sabor del lumpia, del empanada,
de siopaw.
Cerca la gente puede reportar.
Quiere decir como tañito ahora na cielo.
No, kaya tayo na report kasi sabi rin acerca kita man extra. Report. Al report acerca de este police station 11, no, ya transfería sila ayer alina dila daan building kay el CCPO sa mga city police office ay usaya con el diila lugar allá, no, por eso ya procure kanda evacuate kanda sa salon allá y transfer gani para aquí na diila daan building kaya bawa de sa kabayaman el arriba lang el finishing niya lang no arriba ng mga kwarto del mga opisina arriba na amo el ta compone o pa cuantos mga tamanritat sa
Mila, sa kita klaro, Mil. Bira otra vez sali el PS11. So, dakal dia, ya queda si opisina del City Director, no? So, ali lang siyempre el City Director?
Ay, el City Director, ala queda na kwan sa mga City Police Office.
Allá na atrás de City Hall, el City Director. Aquí donde Changi, amos te queda Police Station 11, otra vez.
Es el Police
Station
11. Police Station 11 lang at SLE, no? El transaction sa mga City Police Office, ala tayo na dila office namin.
Dito.
Todo el día si Major Salon.
Ay, dato nandito.
Good morning, sir.
Major, buenos días.
Nabirasan mo dito ko blanco hotel tiles.
Ayer, yakwan, no? Procure sila cambia, aliganet na dila daan opisina.
Hasta el cel, David.
No, este pandemic, no? El aquel otro era ya cabaya, pero ya para el trabajo, por eso no hay sila con este puede hacer acaba dayon el comunidad este, no? Magana que si Major Solon ya habla pale que si él pa el jefe Ali siguro si kedegan sa full kanya gatila ete oficina dala daw el lugar para con el personal del media para tener lugar ali, no, para ali manuntun mga personal del media pone daw le wifi ali para pwede daw atributada mga news, no, del
personal del media también.
Bueno. El Zelda, Emilia, sige, cambian yun, Zelda.
Saya likuan. Saya tanya sila aquel dispenser, aquel irbilang alcohol kape.
Kita por causa de Zelda, te cuento di Irbida. El Zelda ba? Detention cell, ya bira también ole.
Sila ya?
El detention cell ba? Ya bira ole otra vez allí.
Ya bira, pero cambio ya sé, ¿no? Ya cambia con ese el forma del detention cell.
Bueno.
Yan kuan ko ne se compone ke ot ya kita ko na ke mga daan ara hotel detention cell di Ilali. Kanya ke ot akal fresco.
Bueno. Sí. Tiene ventilation.
Hindi, kwan tiene ventilation.
Pero igual lang siyempre, ano lang siyempre na same spot. Igual lang siyempre lugar.
Kilaya?
Igual siempre el lugar el Zelda. Kay si Enra Tony, derecho tú, muévete un poco izquierda a derecha na escalera, derecho tú, vira izquierda, amo el Zelda.
Sí.
Allá lang siempre.
Kaya queda si ancho, kaya aquel antes, el quarter del SWAT, ya kita mangkel.
Bueno.
So el Dila Zelda o cárcel Dila, ya queda ancho el lugar.
Bueno.
Resto ya,
tiene ventilation.
Mga kabilya lang claro ba tumira todo adentro. Digo aquel una kay semento, aquel tapao,
sí.
Na enfermal preso pero ara pa na design nila. Ay tiene ventilation.
Okay. Habla con Major Solon. Habla con Major Solon na si ponele kape ali, pone tamele guardia para saber si ken takarga.
Takarga kape.
Ken taliba bodbe, si pagkakape hindi perde. El mano plano niya perde.
Mira, sigarato si Major Solon, dato amigo.
El cambiado de la oficina del Police Station 11 y mismo lugar de Ilan. Okay, ayer ya durante el tali kita cubre, ¿no? El transferida del Police Station 11 ya puede mira un detainee, él ya tormenta risulia, ya en calentura y también tembla, ¿no? Por eso él iba con corre para el hospital. So, él sila mismo, na sila llama ambulancia, que puede caminar, ¿no? Detainee, por eso ya iba con ese na hospital, el Dila Service del Police Station 11. Y procura que tiene esta historia de cuando enfermedad de daan cuando ya detiene con estera, por eso
pero aquel mga sintomas mil ya dali mira de COVID kel tormenta suya ya enferma
el síntoma si dolman, ¿no? De COVID, ¿no? Que siempre está tembla, que calentura. Pero tenemos cuantos del mga pulis, ¿no? El de Oliva, pati uno del Dila.
¿Qué tal se? ¿Ya mansuab kunele? I'm sure mansuab si kunele ya.
May pawang kita kwan sa apel resulta del
favor naman follow up mil mira to si en tal caso positive siya problema ito si grande mira to kanya asisti ko nila junto no IPP
pero naman no yan ya siguro ay lego dato ay andela na 11 otra vez cuento con Sir Solon acerca de si la resulta de
el tanlingasa kita baka COVID tamin na grande problema tamin ali lockdown na tamin ng police station ali del 11
amo na por eso bisita kung cuidado kita todo de ganet aton mga cartel ali baka pero stricto sila no na indyada del mga no hay más gente puede visita adentro no tenemos mga cuantos mga mga pamilya de estos puede lang anda ali na sila para liba lang mga comida pero hindi la comida afuera hindi sila puede entrar adentro na mismo hotel
sige magpaloob lang din
hello
Okay, sige, ma-follow up lang ha. Kaya lang kita sabi, si cosa kayo at el enfermedad del desepreso.
Okay, si kalau panyo antayo mira kita si
Okay.
Cosa pasa. Mula sa no kita otro notisya.
Idali ka to chance ka lang para ma-extra mo na mente.
Natin siya naman kung kaya manggit ya.
Saya.
Kaya habla, good morning ali con el Herman family, ali na Canelar. Todo el día daw sila tamira ka nato.
Good morning.
Encuentro ay mga kanila na korte. Habla sila, sir, todo el día kami tamira con ustedes.
Ba? Ay, kaya lang yung mag-greet ko ng mga West Tamira Kanaton, no? Judge Eduardo Ledesma, good morning.
Good morning.
Judge Richie Gay via Facebook watching us. Judge Kim Pateo. Si Ray Delenya watching us also. Judge Bernardo, good morning to all of you.
Si Alex is si Bebet Madamba, ali na Montserrat Drive, Baliwasan. Good morning, Ben.
Uy, na Montserrat, ali también el familia Baban. Tamira ka nato todo el día.
Okay, kung Mama Bel mo tatamen.
Si Mama Bel.
Ay, sí, gracias ganyan. Sabroso kayo.
Sabroso ka tayo Climax Coffee.
Sa Climax.
Climax el nombre de aquel. Climax ka coffee.
Okay, kasi tan monitor mo kanato, no, el familia Ruste kina Santa Maria, on del
Uy, buenos días. ¿Cosa apellido mil?
Ruste.
Ruste.
Aquel se casa up and down.
Cerca lang na eskwela.
Sí.
Cerca na eskwela y también iglesia.
También de Filipinas.
Alito ta kumiara empanada.
Kita tan enjoy ko na empanada pati lumpia.
Bakos kayo daw? Empanada pati lumpia. Ano na shelo ba kayo?
Alito ta kumi.
Sí.
Ruste family, pabore abuga, kun Emil, antes acaba sa empanada de ustedes.
Ikaw na tabi ka nagtukol Emil. Si Tandalan na Denko's barbecue, solo-solo lang tampos pa.
Koko. Nako saman, tiene kami esperanza que birato kinastasyon, tiene to cosa que takarga para kanamon.
El problema de ko pa manipilan.
Entonces, no quiere.
Nasigyan tayo.
Para kung Father Mars?
Ngayon pasa kung Father Mars gali, no? Good morning, Father Mars.
Good morning, Father.
Estaba na Santa Maria, ya come empanada, para kung Father Mars para tumakape.
Lunchtime niya kailangan.
Lunchtime niya.
Okay, as I was holding your report para sa dia para na Dateline Teleradyo, Emil Tuban reporting.
Muchísimas gracias, Commander T, Commander Ilyong, el Bonyol family daw, ang Waray, Divisoria, lalong-lalo na kay Bonnie na laging nanonood. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Buenos días con el diaton también mga Facebook viewers. Buenos días con ustedes todos.
I don't know, binmanada ka to ustedes ta mencionan, tiene pa kaya queda otro viewers.
Yan mention natin mga West. Yan mention natin mga doktor, mga engineer, empleyado de City Hall, na Hall of Justice.
Doctor, you mentioned doctor. I tell you, kenkel mga doktor tauwi ka natin. Dr. Calvit, good morning.
Good morning,
Dr. Paul Uy, good morning.
Ay, na YouTube tamen. Buenos días con el diaton, mga YouTube viewers, mga sinos.
Otra vez, mga doktor, Dr. Paul Uy, Dr. Walid Amin, Dr. Michael Macrohon,
Doc Mike, tamira ka natin.
Doc Mike, Dr. Norby Jalani, Dr. Pavel,
Dr. Amil Bahar Karim, amigo.
Dr. Gernie Rivera, Isipong, el husband. Good morning.
Name it. I don't know, siya ni Dr. Noem, tamira ka natin. Todo, Dr. Including el Doctor of Education. And speaking of Doctor of Education, Ketalyaga na Wenso.
No?
Alina Western Mindanao State University. El board ba? Ya po ni atensyon kung este kontrobersiya in the protection of the dignity and integrity of the university? Or yan pabungol-bungol lang ang mga board?
Sabi kita siguro in the coming days, siya pursigiya ba?
El Board of Regents.
Siguro kita mañana manunto con el OIC, President.
Alright.
Mañana, para
Si.
magketal lang kita. Yang kwento to the doktor. Si Doc Mile Amsid Tamira ka natin.
Good morning, Doc.
Mga bisinos, quiere pa man kami continuar junto con vosotros y continuar a discutir otro pa mga asunto. Unfortunately, habla la hora, hey, you three stooges should take a rest and prepare for tomorrow.
Hindi naman three stooges.
Cosa?
Three distinguished gentlemen.
Okay.
Siya ba ito three stooges? Daw, hindi, baka alam ka na trulaw, three stooges. Pero okay ka na ito, three distinguished gentlemen.
Okay. But don't you worry, mga bisinos, because el Dateline Teleradyo will be back at 1 p.m. hasta alas 5. And then alas 5 hasta alas 6 together with your other favorite anchors, mga bisinos. Para continuar diskuti otro pa mga asunto. In the meantime, attorney.
Si Mayor Beng, channel Sunday Reflection. Channel tamen yung ara Thursday Reflection. Si Mayor Beng, tasele na di si Facebook page every Sunday. Tasele, di yung mga Bible verse, what happened, di yung mga reflection for the week. No? Pero yo, kere yung ara di mi your own personal Bible reflection. And I like to quote the Gospel of Luke chapter 23, verse 24. It says, and I quote, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Este si Attorney Gian Paulo Enriquez de Acha, verdadero Sambuangueño. Avante, hindi adelante. Avante, Sambuanga.
Oye, antes de larga, importante anuncio desde con el integrated bar of the integrated bus cosa ba si IBT integrated bus terminal. Okay, tiene anuncio for LTFRB Memorandum Circular 2020-031, all passengers of public utility vehicles like buses must wear face masks and full face shields inside the PUBs effective Saturday, August 15, 2020. Afuera daw the no face mask, no entry policy alina terminal. LIBT will also be implementing starting on the date mentioned, August 15 yan for all the passengers na no full face shield, no entry at Zamboanga City Integrated Bus Terminal.
Aklara lang kita, hindi lang alina bus terminal, but including passenger jeepneys as a regulation of the LTFRB.
Estel de ustedes, Barrio Boy, Philip Abu, itas el invitasyon, mañana, Dios quiera, ojalá na buen salud kami Pirbi. Manunto kita otra vez mga bisinos sa akin ang numero 1 programa, el Dateline Teleradyo Morning Edition, akin ang numero estasyon de televisión, GBPI TV 11. Bye-bye, hasta la vista.
Yo también de ustedes, simple servidor, el nombre Al Habshi. Antes de largar, allow me para jurar, mga bisinos. Nunca na di mi vida, hindi ahora, hindi na future, especialmente si dale oportunidad manghunto na gobyerno, much more, mga bisinos, destroza con el buen nombre del ciudad de Zamboanga, igual tase 1S1, elegido oficial del ciudad. Imbes, protegeo con el buen nombre, mga bisinos, del dituyo ciudad, di amon ciudad, di aton todo ciudad, el nombre Zamboanga City, mga bisinos. Por parte del entero crew and staff of GBPI TV 11 and the management, Mr. and Mrs. Eddie and Lolita Chua. Magsukul, dagang salamat, maraming salamat, thank you, muchísimas gracias for watching Dateline Teleradyo.